Hi there, welcome back. And I was just looking up some stuff in the data bank. Nothing special. Well, yeah, welcome back. It's been a week of dailies, and apparently dailies decided to throw a bit of a curveball for me by bringing me all the way up to level 30. Which means that I am once again in a situation where my rules dictate that I must stop all progress. No progress is allowed, no acquisition of new characters is allowed, no unlocking new characters is allowed, until I either clear the Trial of Equilibrium, or it is declared impossible. So that's where our program for today will start. The Trial of Equilibrium. After that, I'm hoping to... Wait, hold on, before we go, let me check. Did I have it? But no, does not look like I have it. I wonder if I need to unlock it through the phone. Yes, I probably need to unlock it through the phone, but I'm hoping to unlock a healer today before doing anything else major. Mostly because I may actually end up needing one very soon. But until I do anything else, I need to raise the world difficulty level. And let's go with that. Now, I did notice that I did kind of screw myself last week. Because the Trailblazer, who was supposed to replace as my main tank, well, it turned out that I accidentally synthesized, accidentally trashed a relic that was a key part of the build, and as a result I don't have enough defense to actually use the main tank. And the worst thing is, I cannot even beat the cavern that I get this stuff from at the moment. And this one is, again, two bosses. First will be organic trial. Just don't do anything, just go and see how it goes. Second is to upgrade everybody. Ascend everyone to the maximum level, upgrade all the traces that I can. And if that else fails, then food buffs, and if that fails, well, that's when I'm gonna see if there's anything else I can do before declaring it impossible. And which one should I start from? I think I will start from you. Let's shields up, march on. Let's not be hasty. Let's look at do some damage. And march, you help guide the attacks over there. Oh, that kinda hits hard. How about you don't hit everybody? Yeah, just focus on the Trailblazer. He can take the hit. And then, protect the tank duo. Ow, yeah, that's that thing hits hard. It's too hard. I don't think this is actually doable. But maybe. It might be. Or not. March is going down. You're gonna have to defend yourself, girl. Wow.
たまにはマジうちのとって
There's
お
not
き
a
を
lot
くら
to be
え
able to do much more except put the shield on and hope.
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ
Which means the Trailblazer can't use his speed because March is gonna need it to
う
survive.
ちの出番逃がさないいや
And the joke is that this might actually be possible because March.
うちなかなかビュー
Just put up the shield, get some SP. It won't go fully
逃が
down.
さない
Looks like the
たまに
Trailblazer
は
can
真面目う
tank
ちのとっておきをくら
pretty well. But it won't be forever.
えついてないね
The next attack is aimed at the Trailblazer, so I'll defend there. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, that was it.
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れこの程度か
Yep, that was a rather expected outcome, actually. A very expected outcome. And apparently you don't even get an old HP back. Maybe I should park myself somewhere more appropriate. Specifically somewhere near one of these. Because this is going to take a few tries. Oh. No, that's not allowed. Level up. Yeah, there goes the childhood. We are not a child anymore. Michael can stay until now. Now these actually require Ascension, and this one... this would actually be really good. But that would require some grinding. Because I currently do not have a single one of these. Unfortunately. I have not been doing Echoes of War. Maybe I should. And there's March. Does she use the same? Yeah, I think everybody at this point uses those same echoes. At least I don't think I have any characters that use something else. Well, there goes the trace materials.
アーカイブは常に更新が必要だ。俺と同じだな。
To be honest, right now is probably the best time to start playing Star Rail if you want to breeze through the opening with no challenge at all. Simply because the game is just giving you so much stuff right now. And, should I go Asta or Bronya? I said both. Both is good. I can always change whichever character I'm using. Now, I do have an idea of where I intend to take this team, especially now that we have knowledge of what the upcoming banners are. And it's pretty obvious to me that I will be saving for Sunday. Because while Fugue is also part of the character pool, she is nowhere near as versatile as Sunday is. In fact, if I had to choose between those two, who are unlocked at the same time, by the way, they have the same unlock condition.
いい感じ。もっと集中しないと。
It's strategically it makes sense to go for the more versatile character, and Sunday is an excellent support. Like, regardless of what you think about him as a character, he's one of the best supports the game has, and probably one of the best Harmony characters that will be coming out anytime soon. In fact, you could say that Sunday and Bronya kind of take up the same slot in the team, considering they're both the kind of supports that advance the team forward. And I am so low on materials. Oh well, I have those. I suppose it's fine. What else am I gonna use them for? I don't have that many characters, so what else am I gonna use those universal materials for? Besides, I'm gonna need those levels soon. Mostly because Luofu has, well, most of Luofu has actually been nerfed in version 1.6, so it's not as bad as it was in the past. But I still would rather face that bloody deer under a bit more favorable circumstances than a minimum viable team. The problem is everybody needs the same. Everybody needs the same echo materials, and I can only probably get like one of them per run. So yeah, the characters, I'm gonna have to make some choices soon, but I hope this will be enough. What else can I... Oh right, light cones. I can enhance the light cones. I get some achievements from that as well. That requires next equilibrium level. I don't think I have any pulls that I can use yet. Oh, whoa. Was Dawn actually on a under level light code? Sorry, dude. Sorry, bro. Completely forgot about that one. And, there's Asta's clone. And finally, Bronya's. And no, I don't want those. She doesn't actually have a good cone right at the moment. Now, I wish I had a better cone for Bronya, but I don't. Harmony cones are really hard to come by. Thankfully, I don't need that many cones.
Yosh.
And I think I'm good for an attempt number 2. Recommend level 39, everybody's level 40. I will try to use Asta as a support one more time, but I will try to switch into Bronya if everything else fails. And yeah, defense up, attack buffs done. And I will start like that. Okay, that looks so much better. That's so much better. You're gonna take some splash damage, so... Yep, much better. Everybody looks like they might actually survive.
この程度か。
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
たまにはマジうちのとっておきを食らえ。
Yep, and
後
that
悔し
broke.
ても遅い。
誘ってないけど。それ。
I can just collect some
争いに意味はない。
skill points here.
うちの出番。
Okay, March. You protect the tank.
礼儀がなってないわ。
生死拒絶。一年同点元気。
I was supposed to
勝
say
負一
that.
角。
すべては星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
Couldn't quite reach a 4 on that one.
ランス戦闘準備。
It's one of those lovely side effects of having
槍
a
先に火を。
full-size keyboard
Oh, no,
with
yeah, yeah,
tiny lady hands.
ついてないね。
I think Donho's gonna need some extra protection.
殴ったね。
Yep, that was the right choice.
誘ってないけど。それ。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
And
俺が守る。
over here.
うちの出番。
Gotta love that reliable pound.
礼儀がなってない。いや。たまには真面目うちのとっておきを食らえ。
And that should do it. Well, not quite, but that did a lot.
ランス戦。
And
ついてないね。ビュー。誘ってないけど。
now there's actually a different light cone I would like to give the Trailblazer. There's the one that applies burn,
うち今回は足を引っ
and
張
I
って
think
ないでしょ。
that one is actually the best one. The one I'm currently using is not really optimal. And let's not waste healing spray on such minor scratches. You can make do with just some rice. Now we have is that that's a Guardian Shadow. It's a Guardian Shadow. Okay, so
これで万全だ。
buff, shield up,
孫悟の意志を。
and no weakness.
やる？逃げる？やり
No weakness, so it doesn't matter who starts.
殴ったね。
And hands off Guardian Shadow. I see. No touchy.
生死拒絶。一年のマナリ同点元気。勝負一角。
それ。うちの出番。すべては星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
Another thing to do is to save up every bit of SP you can,
俺が守る。
because
争いに意味はない。
you might end up with the skill points banned the next turn, and you want to have at least 4 when that happens.
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
So it looks like that one just prefers not to be attacked. Oh, March.
殴ったね。ビュー。
Oh, well, we'll be avoiding it soon. I don't think she can take it. Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
逃がさない。たまにはマジうちのとっておきを食らえ。
And frozen. Taking advantage of attacks while I can.
殴ったね。いや。
Okay, I better put on a shield for March as soon as I can.
生死拒絶同点元気。勝負一角。
誘ってないけど。ついてないね。
Yeah, protect yourself, girl.
ビュー。
この程度か。
殴ったね。たまには真面目
there
に
it
行こ
is.
うか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
Using skills shall be punished. That's actually not that bad. That's just a praise spacebar.
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
Nothing really special. It would be worse if the Guardian Shadow banned basic attack.
すべては星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
That's when you want to have stockpile of points.
チャンスだ。
And that's it.
誘ってないけど誰かな。
We did it.
星々が私たちの名を記憶してくれる。
Well, if anything, at least the Trials of Equilibrium have not been nerfed. That should give me some... Yeah, more points, some standard banner pools. Almost got that one. Some achievements out of that one. And now we have access to some more synthesis. Now, I wish I had access to the relic synthesis, because then I wouldn't have to worry about being able to clear the relic caverns. But you can't get everything. That's gonna be on a much tougher difficulty level. But before we go do anything else, I would like to check up with Pom Pom and see if I have any gifts available. Hey, Pom Pom.
早く方法を考えるんじゃ。
What's my Trailblaze level? I should have something here. Oh. Oh, it's just a Shadow Destruction. And level not high enough. Well, I don't think I... Oh, I do! I do. I definitely do. So, let's see if I can... luck out on a 5-star poll. Just kidding. Not happening. What the? Are you kidding me? You are actually... You're driving me crazy here. This doesn't make sense. How? How? Why are you not shy this time? I spent 6 months trying to get you out of E0 on my main account. 6 months! You'd never come out once. And now, twice in a... Yeah, he's not being shy anymore. He's done being shy. Well, I guess, Amphorius did something even interdimensional level. This is so weird. This is so strange. What's with this account? Next you're gonna tell me that I'm going to win every 50-50 I get from the limited banner once Sunday banner rolls around and I even get a double pull. Now, wouldn't that be funny? But yeah, I'm Natasha. She's the only healer I have access to at the moment. So, let's see if I can actually get the... I'm not sure if I can actually get Blizzard immunity, but I will try to work on it. So yeah, don't worry, Natasha. I'll be heading there, like, right now. And that's the Blizzard immunity. There's the Blizzard immunity.
まだ早いし、どこか行こうか。
which is, as I might remind you of my rules. Oh, where were my rules? I always forget where that, Yeah. As per my rules, every character must be unlocked through gameplay. Which means, I'm getting to unlock Natasha today, since her unlock condition is clearing Blizzard immunity. So let's get started. Anything new on the case of that brother of yours?
君時間はある？とても個人的なことなんだけど。
Of course, of course.
前回特効薬を回収し処理してくれてありがとう。もう一度お礼を言わせて。でもバフの試薬を処理するだけでは医療物資不足を解消できない。すぐに対処できない患者も多くて、私の薬のストックも底をつきそうなの。君たちのおかげで上層階へとつながる路進の通路が再び開放されたでしょ。だからこの機会に上層部に行って支援をお願いしてこようと思っているの。
Help from whom?
君なら絶対に興味を持つと思ったわ。私が以前話した養父母のことはまだ覚えてるかしら。
Yeah, I do remember.
路進の通路が再び開放された時にあることを思いついたの。養父母宛てに手紙を書いて散歩に届けてもらおうって。あまり期待はしていなかったけど、散歩は母からの返信を持ち帰ってくれたのよ。
Whoa. Are you sure Sampo didn't do anything shady? I mean, you know the guy. He practically... Well, not practically. He is the follower of Elation. So are you sure he didn't do any funny business?
それはないわ。家族の筆跡を知っているもの。忘れないで。彼らは医者なのよ。
Borderline illegible? Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm sure you can read each other's handwriting just fine.
父も母も昔と同じ場所に住んでいたわ。二人とももう仕事はしていないけど、学校や病院のつてはまだあるはず。運が良ければ仮想部用の医療物資を調達できるかもしれないわ。もちろんこの件とは別に両親との再会を望む気持ちも強いの。母の返信から私と同じように喜んでくれている気も可能であればの話だけど、君も一緒に来てくれない？
Yeah, of course, of course.
よかったわ。これで一安心ね。すでにもう一度手紙を送って待ち合わせ場所を決めてるの。噴水広場の近くで落ち合いましょう。
And there's the quest start. Off to the administrative district. And looks like there's another quest there that might end up trying to kidnap us, but no worries. Should be
まだ
fine.
早いし、どこかへ行こうか。
And Serval wants us. Not now, Serval. Not now. Even though... Okay, different direction. And the other quest, is it the... Oh, Pella. You're the other quest? I can't, unfortunately for the life of me remember what the quest was, but... Oh. How did I not pick that up yet? Excuse me, I'm getting distracted by everything shiny. As always. Though... I'm supposed to be a cat, not a crow. But cats can get distracted by shiny things as well, right? Right?
記憶の中の景色とあんまり変わらないわね。あ、来たのね。ごめんなさい。ぼーっとしてたわ。この賑やかな通りを見て。上層部の生活は昔のままね。母との待ち合わせまでまだ時間があるわ。ちょっと考えていることがあって、母に何かプレゼントをしたいの。君は私より上層部に詳しいでしょ？ 何かいい案はない？
You know, I do have a suggestion. And it's, well, it's a tried and true method of giving a gift to a parent. How about some flowers?
花？
Yeah.
いい案ね。ずっと仮想部にいたから長い間花の香りを嗅いでないわ。
Besides, the flower shop is one of my favorite locations, and it's such a shame that you only go inside a few times. Like, there is no purpose to that place. There is no shop, no nothing inside it. It's just a few quests that take you there.
じゃあ花で決まりね。道案内をお願いできるかしら。
At the same time, it's such a nice, tranquil little boutique with relaxing, should I say, very happy music that just look at these. Just surviving here in this freezing land. And the music inside puts you in a good mood just by being here. It's seriously such a shame that this is not an actual shop. Like, imagine if there was a mechanic that allowed you to gift flowers to characters. I mean, there was that flower shop collab, if I remember correctly. I think it was a flower shop collab, where you could gift flowers to different characters and you'd then get a message from them. Now, I think this was only in China, unfortunately, because, of course, us in Global don't get those nice things. So, there is basically no reason why there couldn't be a mechanic in game that would allow you to buy flowers from Vasca and then gift them to characters. But no, of course there isn't one. And it's a shame, because this is a beautiful place and I would like to come here more often, but I just don't have a reason to.
ソルスティシャル。夏至って意味よね。ここはずっとこの名前なの？子供の頃は名前に隠された皮肉に気づかなかったよね。
Yeah, I can imagine how the irony of having a flower named Ever Summer in a land that's stuck in Ever Winter.
ごめんなさい。今の言葉はあまり良くなかったわね。きっとこの店名には何か純粋で美しい願いが込められているんでしょう。今思い返してみると、私たち家族にとって花を贈ることはとても大切な儀式だった。花にまつわる話を聞いてくれる？
I would love to, but I'm streaming, so not now.
それもそうね。全部語る必要のない昔の話よ。君の時間を無駄
Really
にするこ
sorry,
とは
Nat,
ないわ。
but
母のために花を選んでくれる？私にとってこれらの花にはそれぞれ異なる意味がある。心配しないで。花の種類を気にするような両親じゃないわ。
alright, Vasca. I need some help with flowers. Who's Artem? This is actually a reference to Hoyo's other game. Hoyo's older game. Which is actually a dating sim, I think. Or at least I'm more embracing that visual novel style. Way more. I'm not sure if it was actually a dating sim, but I think it was. Or at least a little more of an Otome game than any of the rest. Haven't played it myself. But yeah, there is a novel in Belobog that is based on Hoyo's other less-known franchise that also has a lot of fanfiction of it, which a certain character in Belobog is very fond of. But yeah, enough about that. What flower should I pick for Natasha? I don't know which I picked, but let's
わ
just
かりました
ask around.
マリボタンですね。少々
Well, ball peonies are fine.
お
I
待
cannot,
たせしました。どうぞ
cannot really
またの
remember
ご来店をお待ちしてます。
the symbolic meaning, but I think ball peonies will be fine.
選べた？どんな花を選んだ？マリボタン。素敵な選択ね。父は今でも母に結婚記念日の花を贈っているのかしら。君ならきっと素敵な花を選んでくれると信じていたわ。行きましょう。もうすぐ約束の時間よ。
Now, in the meeting spot. And there they are.
お母さん。ナタなの？早くこっちに来てちょうだい。久しぶり。ずっと会いたかったわ。ごめんなさい、オスウェル。元気だった？この10年間、父と母のそばにいてくれてありがとう。
私は元気ですよ、ナターシャお嬢様。お嬢様は素敵なレディーになられましたね。
お父さんはどうしてここにいないの
？3年前のことよ、ナタ。でも悲しまないで。お父さんは苦しまずに行けたわ。
ごめんなさい、お母さん。この10年間そばにいられなくて、オスウェルにも苦労をいっぱいかけたわね。
そんなことをおっしゃらないでください。旦那様と奥様のおそばにいられることは私にとってとても名誉なことです。
それに上層部と下層部が行き来できなくなっていたのはあなたのせいじゃないでしょ。自分を責めないで。
お母さん、話したいことがたくさんあるの。でも今はもっと重要なことがあるのよ。ごめんなさい。もっと再会を一緒に祝えればよかったのだけれど、下層部にはまだ病気で苦しんでいる大切な人がたくさんいて、今はお母さんしか頼れないの。
謝らないで、私の大事なあなた。下層部でのあなたの話を噂で聞いたわ。たくさんの人の命を救ったのね。お父さんもきっと誇りに思っているはずよ。我が家は医学院につてがあるから、薬でも文献でも問題なく入手できるわ。医者としての務めを果たしなさい、ナタ。
Yeah, not sorry to hear about your father.
大丈夫よ。心の準備はとっくにできていた。それでも母の口から直接聞いたとき、少し胸が痛んだわ。
If you need a hug, just ask.
母の支援があれば、きっと下層部の医療物資不足は解消されるわ。一日中母とゆっくり昔話をしたいけど、今はもっと大事なことがある。下層部に戻りましょう。助けを必要として。
ナターシャお嬢様、お待ちください。
What is it, Oswald? Forget something?
オスウェル、母と一緒に戻ったはずよね。どうしたの？
And there's just Marge's one poster looking at us from the background.
ナターシャお嬢様、
I should really take those
申し
down.
訳ございません。実は直接お伝えしなければならない大事なお話があるんです。
母の前では言えないことなのね。
お嬢様は幼い頃と同じように鋭く聡明でいらっしゃる。実は上層部と下層部が封鎖されてから最初の2年間ほど、バフ坊ちゃんからの手紙が何通も届いていたんです。
なんですって。バフからの手紙？
もちろんです。お嬢様、私が坊ちゃんの筆跡を見間違えるはずがありません。実は坊ちゃんの手紙はすべてお嬢様宛てでした。封鎖令のため下層部には届かず、旧宅に戻され、私が受け取っていたのです。
なぜ父と母に手紙を見せなかったの？
私は申し訳ございません、お嬢様。実は気になり、一度だけ手紙を読んだことがあるんです。ですので、見つからない場所に全ての手紙を隠して、お嬢様が上層部にお戻りになられた時に渡すことにしたのです。
You know, you really shouldn't have opened somebody else's mail, but, well, I guess what's already been done was been done.
ナター
If
シャ
Natasha
お嬢
doesn't
様、
get angry, it's fine.
この選択が正しかったのかどうか、私には分かりません。私は
But
た
still,
だ
don't open other people's mail.
旦那様と奥様が思い悩む
Not even if
姿
you
を
live
見
together.
たくなかったのです。
Especially if you live together.
今手紙を持ってるの？オスウェル、見せてちょうだい。
もちろんです。どうぞ。
Yeah, now we've received a letter from Vash, which talks about a lot of things, including the development of this blizzard immunity medicine. Well, where basically, let's just say, mistakes were made, regrets were had, and everything he had has been hidden. Although, progress was also made.
骨身に応える寒さに自分の傲慢さを思い知らされた。寒さを吹き飛ばす魔法なんて温室育ちの子供が手に入れられるわけないだろう。彼、バフはベロブルグを離れてからも吹雪免疫の研究を諦めてなかったんだわ。
No, he didn't. Not at all.
僕は放棄された建物に住み着き、吹雪の中で一進一退の実験を繰り返した。僕は震えている。手紙の内容が本当なら、バフは雪原のどこかに実験室を作り、成果まで得ているはずよ。
Yep, apparently he made progress.
でも
But, do you believe it?
手紙を書いてまで嘘をつく理由はないわ。もちろんこの手紙を書いた時にはもう完全に正気を失っていたという可能性もあるけど。ねえ、ここを出て兄が残した研究成果を探したいの。一緒に来てくれる？
Oh, sure, I'll come in as your bodyguard.
ここを出る？ナターシャお嬢様、それはあまりにも危
Consider
険
this,
です
payment up front for your future healer services that will continue until further notice.
分かっているわ、オスウェル。でも彼は下層部を救った英雄よ。必ず私を守ってくれ、バフ。あれから何年も過ぎた。何でもないわ、独り言よ。
And Vash's house is in the snow plains, all the way over there. It's a house basically in the middle. Now we actually haven't reached that area at all yet. But there's also an opportunity to unlock the map.
こんな環境下で人が生きていけるとは思えないわ。
Now I could have exited through the city. Who's looking at me?
話は別だけどね。もっとペースを上げましょう。投資する前にバフの痕跡を見つけないと。
Something noticed me, but don't attack me. That was weird. I'm gonna have to defeat these because they are in the way of where we need to go. Because that's the house.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
Yeah, maybe I'll just ignore the trotter.
うちなかなかやるじゃんリュウ
俺が守る。
殴ったね
大丈夫。
逃がさない
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点元気超無一角
And the trotter will just run away. I won't even bother.
それ
We'll get some extra rewards if I defeat it, but let's just let it run.
全ては星々よ開拓者たちに真なる祝福を
争いに意味はない。
誰かなうちの出番
チャンスだ。
And that's it for my little
自
roadblocks.
分の意志で
There's a chest over there, but we'll
結末に
just
たどり着いてみせる。
get it later.
見て、ここに実験器具のようなものがあるわ。廃棄された試験管やビーカーみたいな容器しかないわね。試薬のサンプル、実験記録のメモすらないわ。
Yeah, maybe just too harsh of conditions for keeping any sort of records.
私は兄をよくわかってる。彼は実験に対して恐ろしいほど厳格だったわ。雪原の奥の方も探索したいんだけど、君は大丈夫？気温がどんどん下がってる。
Well, I'm fairly protected, but what about you? You're the one I'm worried about. Going out dressed like, well, that. Not even wearing proper
大丈
pants.
夫よ。遅延のボスを見くびらないで。
And short sleeves. On top of that.
行きましょう。今まで考えたことはなかったけど、
Though I suppose Natasha has nothing on Clara.
剣奏者たちが崇める神が
Clara's
少
cold
しでも
resistance
私たちに
is
運を
on a
分
whole
けて
other
くれる
level.
ことを祈りましょう。
Yeah. Oh, so that's the wild thing that noticed me. That was the trotter. That's the local trotter. They're basically equivalent to treasure chest. And,
これで万全だ。
excuse me for a
孫悟
moment.
の意志よ。
市民か城壁の外にいるだと。おい二人とも動くな。
あのシルバーメイン、私たちに向かって叫んでいるのかしら。
Yeah, looks like it.
あ、忘れるところだったわ。許可なくベロブログを離れるのは犯罪だったわね。どうやら弁解が必要みたい。
Talk.
首相な態度ではあるが、今の話は信じがたいな。
隊長、この医者のネックレスを見てください。彼女の言ったことは本当かもしれません。
それはバフ先生と同じ。
Oh, you met him.
私と兄は確かに同じネックレスをしているけど、どうしたの？
あなたは本当にあの方の妹なのか？彼は俺たちの命の恩人だ。
命の恩人？
そうだ。場外で巡回をしているシルバーメインは皆死と隣り合わせだ。モンスターが徘徊しているだけじゃない。毎年この極寒のせいで殉職する兵士は少なくない。バフ先生が残してくれた交換薬のおかげで氷像になる心配もなく、この雪原で野営や巡回をすることができるようになったのだ。
交換薬、吹雪免疫ね。
And where is the Dr. Vash now?
それは俺たちにもわからない。バフ先生はいつも神出鬼没で、俺たちの正体は一度しか会ったことがないんだ。彼はあまり話をしたくないらしい。毎回薬箱を特定の場所に置いて巡回している隊に持って行かせているんだ。彼の薬の効き目は強力で、小さな瓶一つで1週間は寒さを感じなくなる。
Oh, that's actually impressive, but is it safe?
そういえば前にバフ先生が目撃されてから
Considering his last medicine,
だいたい3年くらいか。無事だといいな。
つまり彼は本当に雪原で実験を成功させたのね。それで君たちは薬に副作用はないの？
yeah, that's the question. Any side effects? Is this stuff safe?
副作用？特に何も感じないな。不便な点があるとすれば、薬が切れるまで町に戻れないことだろうか。
体中が熱くなるから町に戻るとあまりの暑さに汗だくになってしまうんだ。
情報を提供してくれてありがとう。私たちはもう少し雪原の奥まで行って兄の安否を確認するつもりよ。
どうやら決意は固いようだな。護衛をつけたいところだが、勤務中の正体が無断で持ち場を離れることは固くこうするのはどうだ。これはバフ先生の交換薬だ。持って行ってくれ。話が本当なら二人とも自分で自分を守れるだろうし。
ありがとう。もらっておくわ。
Oh yeah, that's how it went. Vash had a bit of a breakthrough when he was stuck in the cold. Can I actually teleport to the location that I need to be so I don't have to dodge enemies?
待って、あそこにモンスターがいるわ。
Oh,
見えた？モンスターの後ろに何かがあるよね。そうだわ。吹雪免疫。飲むかどうかは君が決めて。
I'd say yeah, let's take a swig. Hmm.
戦闘準備はバッチリよ。
Yeah, early game is something that you don't really see again once you've played it once. Unless you, of course, watch somebody else play. Hmm.
生死虚実移動
Let's do like that.
超無一角。
That one is already goner.
誰かな。
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
Yeah, the game's been treating me well, considering I'm intentionally making it more difficult for myself.
逃がさない。
The
たまには真面目に行こ
gotcha's
うか。
been
う
treating
ち
me
のとっ
weird,
ておきを
though.
食らえ。
I somehow managed to pull a character twice, in spite of, like, bit of an inside joke that Dan Hang really does not want to come out of the gacha for me. It took, when I first played, it took me 6 months to get him out of E0, and now he's on E2 after just a few gacha pulls, and I'm confused.
礼儀がなってないわ。うちすべては星々星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
Well, right now,
竜。
ランス戦闘準備。
I don't really have 5 stars at the moment.
争いに意味はない。
At least the none the ones that I'm using. Oh wait, no, I do have Bronya that I could use, but for now I'm still getting the team where I would like it to be.
生死虚実同点原型超無一角。
This guy should be very easy.
終わったわ。
Yeah, I'm wondering that too, how the game will actually treat me in the gacha department. The next banner that I'm actually planning on pulling on this account is Sunday, so there is still time. There's plenty of time for me to save up.
こんなに近くで君が戦う姿を見たのは初めてね。かっこよかったわ。
But yeah, still early
さ
game,
すが仮想部の英雄ね。
considering this is an account with bit of a restricted character pool.
向こうを調べてみましょう。バフに関するものが見つかる予感がするの。
I mean, currently I'm basically only allowed to use these 5 out of everyone here. I'm looking for where to unlocking Natasha though. But yeah, one good thing about these extremely restricted runs is that you do end up with a lot of J's in the long run. Which means you have
バフの筆跡を
fewer characters, but
ここが彼の最後の
they're
実
in
験
higher
室だった
Eidolon
の
levels.
ね
Yeah,
Kimi mo
Donhan
mite ii wa
PT is not allowed yet.
最後の
It's
実験は2年前のようね
he will
その後に
be
何が起きたの
allowed
かしら
after
実験記録の内容から察する
the
に
point where
彼は今も
now I don't remember the name of the quest, but after Donhal and Trailblazer reunite after the little 1,000-year incident, let's just say. Until then, I'm not allowed to use him because he's overpowered.
兄さん一体どこに行ったのどこに
Not the school today.
ごめんなさい取り乱してしまったわねオスベルが保管していた手紙を見たときわずかな希望が胸に芽生えたのこんな危険な場所までついてきてもらったのは
Yeah, it's a challenge run. The idea is to basically make sure that I can meet the characters that I use on the train. So at the moment it's mostly, well, Astro Express characters, and Asta since she can appear, and Bronya since she can show up as a guest. And very soon it's gonna be Natasha as well. Do you miss her? After this
彼
quest,
の
she
した
should
こ
be
とは許
available.
せないわさっき
Which means I will have a healer go into love with
私は喜ぶべきだったのかもしれないわ
because, well, you know, that bloody deer.
完璧とまではいかなくても彼のに
Well, in the good or the bad, he will be remembered.
罪のない人を傷つけた加害者であることもかつて犯した悪事も忘れないわ悪魔の手から生まれたものだとしても吹雪免疫は後世の人々の助けになる人という生き物は本当に矛盾だらけねこれらの実験記録と資料を持
Yeah,
ってい
March's
く
shield is pretty good.
バフの未完の研究は
Like, The
私が
only
引き継ごうと
downside
思
of
う
her shield is that she can only protect one character at a
いつの
time.
日かでもここを離れる前に
And then there's Hunt
もう
March,
一
who's
つだけ手伝ってほし
actually
い
a
こと
pretty
が
good
ある
addition to a follow-up team.
これがこれでいいわね
In fact, I actually still have a friend who does use March, a 4-star character, but well, some people just like to make the game more difficult for themselves to avoid being bored. But yeah, March is a very good alternative to Topaz if you don't have her, and on top of that, March is free. So, all she costs you is time.
確かにそうねバフ我が兄これでいいでしょ私の最後の願い事を見守ってくれてありがとうさようなら兄さん医者に患者を選ぶ権利はない
So, Topaz can help you find the chests you missed. Although nowadays, I think the Herda has replaced her in that as well. Poor Topaz. And that's it for Blizzard immunity. Now then, let's go check the Astral Express very quickly. And there she is.
少し前まではいつにな
There
れば
she is.
ベロブルグの空を見られるんだろうってごめんなさい
I
もしよけれ
understood.
ばこれからも時々列車の中にいると君たちも私たちと同じように自分の力で宇宙の未来を築いているんだって感じられるの。見心にいれば楽しい請求列車に招待してくれてありがとう。
Which also means that I can officially unlock her. Like that, Natasha has been unlocked and is available for use. So now I'm okay. At least okay-ish. Until I can unlock a different healer. I wonder who it'll be. Now I have options. I can go to Lawful. Or I can do some alternate game modes. Personally, I was looking forward to seeing how I would manage Simulated Universe and the other endgame modes that are available.
また医術の腕が上がったわね。
Now, I don't have many available, but
忘却の庭に入りたい。
Forgotten Hall is definitely something that I should be looking into, considering there's a lot of jades locked behind it. Then there is, of course, the Simulated Universe, where there's a lot of rewards locked behind as well. Of course, they can also wait. Yeah, thanks for your time. Now then, which clone should I give Natasha? I know I have some preferences, but... Oh no, that one's more... Turn. I think I'll go with the Bylus. Though I'm not sure if it's probably not one of the recommended clones. Oh no, moderate use rate, so it's not complete garbage. So yup, now I have a healer. Oh. Just in case something happens. And by something I mean probably that deer. Those of you who don't know. But yeah, now I think I will actually have a better chance at other things like the Cavern of Corrosion as well. Now that I've leveled up. But I think I should... Yeah, let's go and see how I'll do. If I can actually fix that little mistake that I made at one point. Where was it? Cavern of Corrosion. The one with... No. That one. And no difficulty 2. Just one run. And instead of Asta, I will put a healer because the enemies here hit hard. And also I couldn't actually survive on the previous level at all. I mean, take a look at those that damage. I haven't even gotten a turn, and 2 out of 3 are at half health.
ついてないね。
悪い子ね。 お薬の時間よ。
ありがたまには真面目うちのとっておきを
Oh,
くら
well,
え。
I can still upgrade some traces. But also heal is not really effective right now.
せい槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ。
平気よ。
殴ったね。逃がさない。
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点元気超無一角
It's definitely gone better.
竜
お注射の時間よ。
殴ったね。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
ありがとう。
俺が守る。
Like, yeah, I need to give Natasha some trace upgrades. That I forgot, apparently.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない
Don't know how I
う
could
ち
forget.
の出番。ポンたまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
悪い子ね。
安心しろ
Guess I was just too focused on something.
いや
この程度か。
下手に動くな
ついてないね。竜
お注射の時間よ。お薬の時間よ。
ありがとう。
Let's just don't.
殴ったね。
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ。
逃がさない。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
助かった。
生死虚実一
And
年
that
同点
gives
元
the
気
Dahang a buff.
超無一角
うちの出番。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
I don't want to jump the gun, but I think I can do this. I think I can do
争い
this.
に意味はない
逃がさない。
Although those burns are pretty bad. Natasha's gonna need a buffer to survive that.
ランス戦闘時槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ。
That should not quite half health.
殴ったね。
生死虚実同点元気超無一角
But being so used to late game gameplay, you start to take
竜
grinding for
たまには真面目にうちの
supplies
と
for
って
granted.
おきをくらえ。
お注射の時間よ。お休み。
俺が守る。
Like, you don't think about
騒ぎを起こしたくはない
relic grinding being a challenge, for instance. You just find it tedious trying to get the right stats.
争いに意味はない
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしない
Meanwhile,
で
in the early game, even just getting a relic is difficult.
チャンスだ。
Especially if you don't level up to max potential. But that's on me. And also, it's what I wanted.
竜
So I'd say I'm doing pretty well. I get the challenge that I wanted. And I do not get the helmet. But yeah, you see how much I need to focus just to get one run done? It's definitely not easy. Especially if you mess up one day and accidentally trash a relic before you have access to 5-star ones. But yeah, this is actually the reason why I want to unlock Simulator Universe, so that I can actually start grinding these. Because if I do that off camera, it's not gonna be very polite to the viewers. So, excuse me while I put off going to Lafu for a bit longer, and go say hi to Herda. She's probably just a little upset that I haven't been participating in her little experiments. But hey, the more I put off your experiments, Herda, the less likely you are to get tired of me. Yeah, World 1 I have already cleared, so I can't get the rewards. World 2 I have not cleared yet, actually. But this is still a tutorial. Let's see. Let's go with that. And I still did not give Natasha her traces. Give the girl her traces so she's a better healer. There. Now I've been putting this off for so long that these
ついてないね
early level opponents are no opponents. They're just fodder. The real challenge starts later. Like, you think level 3, the world 3, where you actually start getting the relics. One shot everything. Boring! No, this is why Dante's banned. Oh. Oh, you are not a one-shot. You're not a one-shot.
争いに意味はない。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。争いに意味はない。避けられない一戦。我に力を。騒ぎを。
Now what should I? Let's just boost defenses, and for that let's get the hunt. Let's go for an occurrence. Now what do we get? And only lead.
気迫を示せ。これ。
下手に動くな。
Yep, trade only.
生死虚実。一年の同点元気。勝負一角。
Just the characters I can encounter on a train. Oh, the train is somewhere in the orbit.
我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。たまには真面目に行く。うちのとっておきを食らえ。 ったね。うちの出番。
Yeah, the Cinematic Universe tutorial is barely a challenge. Although it's still not over. And, just in case. Oh, that was easy.
争いに
That was easy. Almost too easy. But then again, what do I expect? These guys are like level 30. Well, 20, more like. And there's the Ale of Preservation.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない
The Ale of Preservation doesn't have much preservation if you get one shot.
後悔しても遅い
Or, well, we get broken.
争いに
Trivial. Just getting those experience with Left, Right, and Center. Now my strategy with the doll is to always get the weak and the strong attack so that I maximize my chance of actually getting something. Not like it really matters at this point.
これで万全だ
気迫を示せ。
これ。
下手に動くな生死虚実同天元家超無一角
避けられない一戦。我に力を。
騒ぎを起こし
Yeah,
た
Bronny is really good.
逃がさない。
争いに意味はない
ついてないね。たまにはマジうちのとっておきを食らえ。リュウおやすみ。
我に力を。
騒ぎを生死虚実同天元家超無一角
Looks like this one can actually take a few hits.
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。ありがとう。
争いに意味はない
Whoa, that was a lot of dodge.
うちのとっておきを
And
食
this
ら
is the point where I really wish I had taken Trailblazer instead because fire weakness.
おやすみ。
代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない争いに意味はない生死虚実同天元家超無一角騒ぎを起こしたくはない
いや殴ったね。
争いに意味はない
ついてないね。
悪い子ね。
安心しろ。
我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき
Now
者
I
のために
do actually have a
打ち
quest,
崩せ。
and that
生
is
死虚実
about
同点
these
元気超無一角
grindy game modes. And the question is, would you rather see me
たま
play
には
these
真
on
面目に
stream
行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ
live like this, which will let you see what I do live, obviously, but on the other hand, it will be a way. It will be time that I'm not using to progress in the story on stream. The second option is for me to do these challenges, these similar universe, Memory of Chaos once I unlock it, and so on and so forth, off stream, but record them and post the videos on YouTube for your enjoyment. And as proof that I have indeed done this all within rules of engagement and have not cheated at any point. Or option 3, I just do everything off stream and off the record, and you just take my word for it. Which one of those options is the most appealing? So as a recap, either everything is on stream, endgame modes. Option 1, everything is on stream. Option 2, endgame modes are recorded and posted on YouTube as their own videos. Or option 3, endgame modes are completely ignored, the streams focus on story progress, and everything else you just take my word for. I'm not interested in that deal.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
前者来たらずか。
気迫を示せ。
これ逃がさない。
下手に動くな。
ビュン。たまにはまずうちのとっておきをくらえ。
Now this player actually has a gimmick. It is that both of them have 2 waves.
我に力を。
And the waves are separate.
争いに意味はない。生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
殴ったね。
But also he would be one too early while leaving the other. Off will mean that the other one will wake up.
敵よ逃がさない。
But it's not indefinite.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
And I hate taunt. I really, really hate taunt. It should be fine though. Should be alright. Especially with March getting a few extra.
おやすみ。
避けられない一戦。我に力を。
And that should help a bit. Or not.
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
Taunt is the
生
worst.
死虚実一年のマナイ同
When your
点
team is
元
built around
気超
single
無一角。
target attackers, taunt is the worst. Whoa, whoa.
殴ったね。
That
ほんの
grizzly
気
hits
持ちよ
hard.
気にしないで。適切な援助だった。
逃がさない。
悪い子ね。
Oh,
適切な援助の
wrong
時間
target.
よ。
That was my
代価を
mistake.
払ってもらう。
My mistake.
我に力を。
My silly little mistake.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
But yeah, as you can see, this one is defeated, but it's still in the action order. So, he might wake up.
生死虚実同天元家超無一角。
竜、
悪い子
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
Okay, that one's frozen, but it's not gonna be frozen for long.
おやすみ。避けられない一戦。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
安心しろ。
我に力を。代価を払ってもらう。
Let's take care of that one, and
争いに意味は
then
な
you'll
い。
get another turn. Let's take care of the other one,
生死虚実同天元
and
家
then
超無一
ultimate
角。
base.
避けられない一戦。我に力を。
うちの出番。いや、殴ったね。
生死虚実同天元家超無一角。
我に力を。
争いに
ついてないね。竜、たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
And that should take that one, which means the second wave starts
我
and they
々
wake
はと
up
うに
both
嵐
at
に
the
踏み
same
入っ
time.
た。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
逃がさない。
But yeah, this is slow. Even though this isn't supposed to be exactly a difficult level. Yet.
おやすみ。厄介な連中。
Yeah, good thing I have a healer.
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
Bit of a game changer, really. I need to find a way to remove the taunt. It's the worst. Oh,
お注射の時間よ。お薬の時間よ。
逃がさない。
平気よ。
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
生死虚実同天元家超無一角。 騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
still taunted.
我に力を。
And it's gone, finally.
我々はとうに嵐
Now we
に
can
踏み入った。
redirect
守るべき者
the
のために
explosions to a more appropriate location.
生死虚実同天元家超無一角。
And that should soon. Very close. Very close.
殴ったね。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
安心しろ。
Just keep charging your taunts with ultimate. Why don't you?
リュウ、たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。おやすみ。逃がさない。
Well, one tip that I can give you is if you're doing a challenge run where you don't have access to healers, or don't have access to a healer yet, for whatever reason, the blessings of abundance they're your best friend. Whatever you think about Yaoshi, Yaoshi is gonna be your best friend in Cinematic Universe. If you don't have access to a healer, because they give you free heal. Basically, the strategy on lower levels in the upper levels as well. Or should I say, appropriate difficulty levels to your level. The best strategy is to make sure you have enough heal to sustain yourself. Preservation is also good, but abundance is the game changer. Otherwise, just go for Haunt. Those extra turns are really nice. Though some people swear by other paths as well. But that's just, that's what I do. Nah, piece of cake. Ability tree unlocked. Which means the similar universe is going to get progressively easier. And progressively more tedious as you get used to it and start getting bored. But Herder Store is also a very important location because there are so many goodies. So many goodies here. So many good light cones as well. Up everything for Sunday. And this is the level where I start getting ornaments. The high difficulty level, the easier to play, but the longer it's going to take. But I think that's actually enough similar universe for this stream. I wouldn't want to bore you. Before going to Lafu, I do want to put on record the Echo of War. Because if I have it on record, I've basically proven that I am capable of beating this, and I can be in good conscience grind it at least to level 1. Well, that's level 34, it's gonna be easy peasy. But at the same time, I don't get too many of those. And that's what makes it tedious. Until I reach higher levels, I'm only going to be getting like 1 Echo of War material per week. So character upgrades are slow, very slow. So I guess you can just say this one part of the challenge. Something I signed up for.
おやすみ。
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
殴ったね。たまには真面目に行こっか。うち
I
の
just
と
go
って
into
お
the
きをくら
ultimate
え。
cigar release opportunity. It's just kind of frustrating how Natasha's under a status condition. We just got started. That's fine. Mark should protect everyone. For now.
俺が守る。
And snapping out of it.
お薬の時間よ。
安心しろ。
逃がさない。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
ありがとう。
争いに意味はない。生死虚実、移動天元家、聖武一角。
ビュー。殴ったね。
Hmm.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
And that's 2 out of 3.
逃がさない。パン。たまには真面目に行こう。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
おやすみ。
殴ったね。
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
And that should, yeah, that did it.
争いにランスする。
It's gonna take it that as an opportunity to build up the ult.
逃がさない。
You know, it's a very rewarding experience when you are strong enough to actually successfully interrupt that at the special attack, but there is no
生死
achievement
虚
for it.
実、同天元家、聖武一角。
For some reason, there is no achievement for defeating this thing
お注射の時
without
間
it
よ。
launching that specific attack at you. Considering that attack is scripted, and beating it means you managed to defeat it before
ほんの気持ちよ。
you launch
気
it.
にしないで。
Basically, it requires you to use offensive ults.
殴ったね。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
うちの出番。
And there's one hand.
ビュー。たまにはマジうちのとっておき
Let's
を
see
く
if
ら
that
え。
can freeze.
ランス戦闘準備。
It froze, just not the way I wanted it to.
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
So I guess I'll take the break.
争いに意味はない。
By the way, am I the only one that finds it weird that this thing can still use those hands somewhat even though they're broken?
おやすみ。
逃がさない。
生死虚実、移動天元家、聖武一角。俺が守る。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
お薬の時間よ。
この程度か。
ほんの気持ちよ。
When did
気にしない
Natasha
で。
get
安心しろ。
the ability to remove status conditions? I think it was Trace. And that removes that from action order.
殴ったね。
生死虚実、同天元家、聖武一角。
た たまにはまずうちのとっておきを食らえ。竜
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
悪い子ね。おやすみ。
I can't just say anything at this point. And there. There was a demonstration that yes, I can indeed clear in a Cold War at least level 1 by myself, clearly and legitimately. So, once you see in the future characters that have been upgraded, that means they were upgraded legitimately. No cheating. But who's gonna get that one? I think I need to check one thing. Dispelling debuffs, you require Herculeus materials. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna take a while. You know, I'm gonna take my time deciding who gets the upgrade. Until then, let's move on. Let's move on. And go to Lothal. The next planet on the journey. Xianxia Lothal, also known as Space China. Although, at the moment, we're not actually planning on going to Lothal at all. Instead, our journey is going to be pretty rudely interrupted.
待たせたな、乗客の諸君。3人の開拓者の協力によって列界の活動は最小限まで抑えられ、列車は間もなく運転を再開し、ヤリーロ6を離れる。ちゃんと座ってこの星にさよならを言うのじゃぞ。
元凶。
はい、将軍様。
この後かの者をちゃんと見張っておく。
は。
私を覚えているか。
ああ、人は5人、代価は3つ。軽減、その中の一つは貴様じゃない。人は5人、代価その中の一つは貴様だ。
Banho, you okay?
少し待て。今行く。
ほら言ったでしょ、絶対にまだ寝てるって。うちら列車に乗ってる人って何日も寝なくて平気だけど、一旦寝たら今までの分を取り戻す勢いで寝ちゃうんだよね。あんたもいずれこのスキルを身につけると思うよ。
Yeah, by the way, March, may I remind you that I'm currently sleeping on a cardboard box. Like some stray animal. Because I don't have a room of my own.
航路会議がもうすぐ始まるから、いつもの場所に遅れずにだってさ。うちらは先に行こう。あ、潔く負けを認めてね。今週の洗い物はあんたの担当だから。
Please don't. Donghong, are you sure you're okay? It did not sound like you were having a good dream. Oh yeah, you can join us when you're ready. Go ahead.
Ohayo. 時間通りね。
Yeah, good morning to you, Himeko.
あら、いいわね。こんな丁寧な挨拶は久しぶりだわ。
Hey, I almost always polite.
ヤリーロ6での開拓は一段落したわ。請求列車もそろそろ次の星に向かう時よ。
Look, the only rude thing I've been doing on the Express is sneaking into the archives when Don Hong's not looking. Now, what's the next plan? Where are we going?
秘密よ。楽しみは後に取っておくものでしょ。会議で正式に発表するから楽しみにしておいてね。もう少し待ってちょうだい。
各員、跳躍航路会議を始めるぞ。まずは今回の駅の問題を見事に解決し、列車が再び進めるようにしてくれた皆に感謝じゃ。うちらのおかげだね。続いて次の駅の名前を発表するぞ。
お久しぶりね、京急列車の皆さん。私
You
カフカ。あら、いいタイミング。
What the
皆さん
silver wolf
正々
hacking skills are you doing
だ
here?
なんて魅力的な自己紹介は不要よ。性格ハンターさん。姫子でしょ。パーティーの邪魔をしてごめんなさい。でも私の要求を聞いたら理解してくれるはずよ。目的地を変更してちょうだい。性格ハンター、あんたを見たことがあるわ。カンパニーの指名手配書でね。天文学的な数字の懸賞金だった。それに生死は問わないとも書かれていたわ。あまり興味はないわ。カンパニーから懸賞金をかけられるのはむしろ称賛されるべきことよ。
指名手配犯ってポジティブなんだね。
だったらヘルタもあんたを称賛していたわ。運命が見えると自称する狂人が命知らずな人たちを引き連れて宇宙で最も危険なものを追っているってね。ヘル
Wait,
タはめ
that's
ったに
supposed
人
to
を
be a
褒めないの。
compliment? Oh, Harada has a way with words.
宇宙で最も危険なものを追っているね。その点においては君たち列車も私たちと同じ穴の無地なだと思うけど。来る場所を間違えたわね、カフカ。私たちはあんたの願いを聞き入れるつもりはないし、性格ハンターと関係を持つつもりもない。話せてよかったわ。直接あんたが列車を訪ねた時にでもまた話しましょう。
Yeah, so what happened here is, in summary, Kafka requested the Astral Express's assistance in rescuing the Stellaron Hunter Blade, who had been detained in Shanzhou Luofu, and in resolving the Stellaron crisis on the Luofu. Without intervention, half the population of Shanzhou would perish. Bold of you to assume that. I would say the Luofu is very much capable of taking care of itself even without us. But I'm certain they will not, unless something unexpected happens, of course. Something unexpected like, maybe, I don't know, a Lord Ravager or something. But when it comes to... But if it's simply a Stellaron, I'm pretty sure they can take care of themselves. Don, you okay?
もう炭鉱は部屋から出てきたよ。さっき起こったことをちょうど説明してたんだ。後で一緒に反対しよう。うちはあの女の指示なんか聞きたくないもん。
俺が遅れてしまった時に限って問題が起こるとはな。
You know, we might end up actually going to the Shanzhou Luofu.
あ、美月から聞いた。他の選手ならまだいいが、ラフとなると。
I sense some history.
俺はラフに足を踏み入れることを禁じられている。ラフが治めし地、足を踏み入れるべからず。こう宣告された。もしお前たちが行くのなら、俺は同行できない。
Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
俺の記憶の中の選手は今も壮麗なままだ。うまくいくことを祈っている。
I'll make sure to bring souvenirs if we end up going there. Now, March?
あんな偶然起こるわけないよ。
性格が暴発したところに性格ハンターが現れるなんて。
Oh yeah, that's quite a
しかも
coincidence, isn't
う
it?
ちらのすぐ近くでわざとに決まってる。ほんと腹立つよね。勝手に通信を乗っ取って勝手に切るなんて非常識にも程があるよ。ねえ、あんたって彼女と知り合いなんだよね。
Oh well,
昔
actually,
からあんな感じだったの？
you know, I have no clue. I don't remember at all.
列車で記憶喪失なのは一人で十分だよ。そうだ、さっき炭鉱にも言ったんだけど、あんたにも言っておくね。みんなで一緒に反対しよう。
Doesn't Himeko have the final say? She's the navigator after all.
絶対姫子なら多数決にしてくれるってうちは信じてる。あんた、うち、炭鉱の3人で一緒に反対すればうちらに従うしかないよ。
Yeah, March, I'm going to hold you on to that one. Because you know what? I am not the one to abandon my bro. No. I'm not abandoning a friend. And if Tom Hanks not coming, then I'm voting against.
大丈夫？
And just as we
美月
agreed,
ちゃん
I'm
から
voting
話は聞い
against.
たかしら？
And, well, you'll see what happens.
問題ない。状況は理解した。
よかったわ。じゃあ、先ほど起きたことについて、今後の方針を投票で決めるとしましょう。性格ハンターによると、先週、ラフで性格が暴発し、現在は列車のすぐ近くまで来ていると主張している。ラフに向かえば、罪のない人々が犠牲になるのを防ぐことができるわ。でも、性格ハンターに騙されていて、利用されるだけかもしれない。私もベルトも性格ハンターは嘘をついていると思っているけど、彼女の話を完全に無視することもできない状況よ。そこで選手に向かうかどうかを多数決によって決めることにしたわ。向かうのに賛成の人は手を挙げてちょうだい。3、2、1。
And as I said, I promised a friend, and I am not abandoning them. And what happens? March, you traitor!
3対2。賛成の方が多いわね。
This is your idea!
選手に向かうことにしましょう。
And what do? March, explain yourself. Didn't you say we were voting against? It's your idea.
落ち着いて考えたんだけどさ、もしあの人が嘘を言ってなかったら、うちらが選手に行かないと何の罪もない人が犠牲になるってことじゃん。
Oh, March, how suddenly principled of you. That was not a
その
compliment.
辺にしておいてやれ。なのかは普段からそうなんだ。
どうする？炭鉱。あんたは残る？
ああ、今回は遠慮させてもらう。
じゃあ、今回の開拓の旅はあんたに任せるわね、ベルト。彼と美月ちゃんの面倒をちゃんと見るのよ。
ああ、任せてくれ。
目標、選手へ出発。
Yeah, Danhong is staying on the train and he's not leaving until next year.
これが選手？ヤリ色6よりずっと大きい気がする。
Yeah, that's a spaceship the size of a planet.
先州人にとってはこの先州が星だ。陸地は文明の存続と発展に欠かすことのできないゆりかごだが、長らく続く文明は宇宙船で虚空を巡ることもある。それが先州同盟だ。数えるほどしか見たことはないが、今もなお壮麗だな。
タンコ、本当に大丈夫なの？なんか寂しそうな顔してるけど。
Need a hug? Because there's plenty of those to go around.
こちら請求列車。繰り返す。こちら請求列車。私たちは 泉州の空域に入ったわ。地上。いいえ、甲板への着陸許可が欲しい。
ようこラフク王船内へ
Talk about a bad signal.
接続完了するまでお待ちください。ください。お待ちください。
It definitely sounds like one of those automated customer service numbers.
どうしたんだ？
信号が繰り返されているだけで停泊場所を案内してくれないわ。
性格ハンターは嘘を言ってないのかも。本当に泉州で何か起きたんじゃ。誰もいない港に到着した一隻の宇宙船。ホラー映画って大体こうやって始まるよね。
You have a wide imagination.
お待ちください。お待ちください。
Yeah, if I was actually listening to that signal repeat live, it would definitely drive me crazy.
まだ自動信号なのか？
そうよ。ずっと繰り返してる。繋がったわ。
玉海、今開けています。泉州同盟ラフと表して遠方からのお客様を歓迎します。指示に従って停泊を。
あれ、ちゃんとした担当者に繋がった？
いえ、信号が途絶えたわ。向こうは何も言わなかったわね。
そろそろ行こう。姫子、列車にいても十分に用心してくれ。
Yep, time for the final area with nerf difficulty. Now, I'm gonna need to check when 1.6 actually released to find out which part of the level is nerfed, but I'm pretty sure it's up until Vantilia at least. If Donna is staying, then I don't want to go.
そう言っといて、列車から降りたら誰よりも元気になるんでしょ？
出発前の準備を忘れずにするのよ。
出発する前に今回の旅の目的をはっきりさせておこう。性格ハンターの言うことは信じがたいが、今回の泉州の旅で最も重要なのは
that thing.
そうだ。性格ハンターには別の意図もあるはずだ。しかし彼らの評判とカフカの言葉を考えると、泉州に性格があるのは間違いないだろう。同盟と列車には交流があるわけじゃない。故に俺たちが歓迎されるとは限らないだろう。だが開拓者は利益を求める集団とは異なる。泉州に少しでも力を貸して問題を解決するまでだ。このことを心に留め、探索、理解、構築、連携を実行しよう。
えいえいおー。
ああ、出発だ。
And just like that,
すごい。
here we are.
コンテナだらけで遠くが見えないね。ここって外から来た人が着陸する場所じゃないよね。荷物を下ろすドックかな。こんなに広い空港なのに誰もいないのってなんか不気味かも。
At this point, I think it would be creepier if I did see someone.
もうそれ以上言わないで。ホラー映画だったらこのタイミングで現れる人物が黒幕で間違いないよね。よおじちゃん、どうする？
玉海門を開けてくれた人を探すことから始めよう。もしその人に何か企みがあるのなら、俺たちの手間が省けたことになる。もしただの担当者だった場合は。
You seem pretty decisive, Grandpa.
そうだよ。よおじちゃんはいろんな困難を乗り越えてきたんだから、こんなの序の口だよ。
Oh, tell me about it. Weld has some serious stories to tell.
行こう。警戒を怠るなよ。
Some of them really close to home. And here we are, Mr. Marastruck. New area, new materials, new enemies, new places with hidden treasure chests, new allies,
幼児ちゃん怪我をした人がいる。
new enemies pretending to be allies.
This に怪我人がいるよ。
周囲に残された痕跡からして一般人は殺されていないようだ。選手は脅威と戦うための兵士だけを残して他の人を
Yeah, you found numerous injured Cloud Knight soldiers. Well, it's speculated that the Zhangzhou had evacuated the port, leaving only soldiers to confront the crisis, though the origin of the corrupted monsters remain unknown. By corrupted monsters, you mean those things?
孫悟の意志を気をつけろ。見たことのない生物だ。
後悔しても
Here
遅
we
い。
have two types of enemies. First of all, we have the antimatter legion birds.
悪い子ね、おやすみ。
チャンスだ。
That are basically no threat whatsoever.
殴ったね。
お注射の時間よ。お薬の時間よ。
助かった。
Well, I really need to unlock Natasha's plans.
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断
And
つ
the
け。
second type of enemy is the Mara Struck.
後悔しても遅い。
And the thing about these things is you need to kill them twice.
生死拒
Because
絶
they come back to
同
life.
点元気超無一角。
自分の意志で結末に
天雲様お下がりください。彼はすでに魔王の身に落ちています。もはや
Oh,
我々の戦
somebody's
友で
there.
はありません。
Somebody's there.
すみません、お三方、ご助力ください。ありがとうございます。英雄、美女を救うですね。
うちのとっておきをくらい。うちらが言うセリフじゃない。普通自分で美女って言う。
That's staying it for you.
うちの出番。ビュー。
悪い。
Oh, here.
逃がさない。
争いに意味はない。
ついてないね。
That should take the numbers down to 1.
お注射のおやすみ。
Each you still have 2 lives. At least not 9. They're not cats. But still,
逃がさない。
there
騒
are
ぎを起こしたくはない。
certain design concepts in video games that do drive me off the wall. And one of them
生
is
死拒絶
self-healing enemies.
一年同点元気超無一角。
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断つけ。
When the enemies can heal themselves, it changes the nature of the fight from a test of skill
天雲様
to
魔王の身はすでに
test
消
of
えま
how
した
much damage you can dish out
しかし
before.
付近に
If
は
you
どん
can
な危
dish
険が
out
潜ん
damage
でいるか
faster
分
than
か
they
り
can
ません
heal.
状況は楽観できないかと。早く天白市に戻りましょう。
Well, thankfully, the Cloud Knight soldiers don't actually heal themselves. They just revive. And even that only once.
はいはい、分かっていますよ。でも、恩人方にまだ感謝を伝えておりません。立ち去るのは失礼じゃないですか？私はラフ天白氏の商談の天雲です。皆様の尊名を聞いてもよろしいで
You
しょうか？
little,
尊名
you little fox.
さすがに大げさでしょ。うちは美月なのか。この人は幼児ちゃん。じ じゃなくてベルト・ヨウさん、それからこっちは
You know, I could technically solve all of Lafu's problems right now. Right here, right now. But I can't because the protagonist does not know what I know. And, I'm the Galactic Baseballer. At your service.
あら、銀河達者。かっこいいお名前ですね。この人は気にしなくていいよ。いつも自己紹介でふざけるんだから。
You know, I'm just trying to avoid ending up on another wanted list. That first one was enough.
もっと早く言ってよ。自己紹介しちゃったじゃん。なるほど。お助けいただきありがとうございました。でも精査会は全面封鎖されているはず。泉州のものではない皆様がここで何をされているのですか？納得できる説明がない場合、こちらの怖い運気軍の方々にエスコートされることになりますが。
They don't look that scary to me.
俺たちはずっとこちらの空港に停泊したいと呼びかけていたんだ。最初は何の反応もなかったんだが、突然誰かが玉海門を開けてくれてな。泉州に降り立った後は人を見かけなかったから。
ありえません。私の船が最後に入港した後、玉海門は閉じられ、停泊士は精査会を完全に封鎖しました。
Well, apparently they did not lock it tight enough.
俺は嘘は言っていない。玉海門の開閉記録を確認すればわかるだろう。門を開けた人が何も言わなかったから、俺たちもわけがわからないんだ。
But I mean, if you think about it, Lafu is not exactly wolf-proof.
皆様は請求列車の？
Oh, sorry, was that too soon?
俺たちを知っているのか？
もちろん知っています。ああ、皆様は訪れる時期を誤りましたね。
Alright, a Luxian girl named Dangun introduced herself as a merchant guild ambassador, ambassador, what is that word? Of the Skyfaring Commission on the Shangzhou Lafu. She thanked you for your brave assistance. For your safety, Daniel proposed taking you to meet Yukong, the Skyfaring Hellmaster.
さっきのモンスターたちは？
彼らはモンスターじゃない。
モンスターではありません。あれは魔音の実です。
Yeah, they are not monsters, and calling them monsters is actually maybe rather hurtful. Considering to the people here, they could be former friends or even family. After all, Mara is essentially a type of cancer. An illness people of Zhangzhou eventually get.
少し皆様に手伝ってほしいことがあります。
And there's no cure.
手伝う？うちはやらないからね。気をつけないとすぐに運気軍のお兄さんがうちらを取り押さえるんでしょ？ああ、さっきのは私の出現です。本気にしないでください。ほら、この先の道が塞がれていますでしょ？
Yeah, it is. I can see that.
おそらく駐屯していた兵士がコンテナを集めてバリケードにしたみたいです。
I'm sure Mr. Young could clear them out. He has some pretty impressive abilities.
よおじちゃんは工事現場の重機じゃないってば。
No, but I'm pretty sure he could summon a crane if we needed to.
ご冗談を。こんな大きなコンテナ、ここにいる全員で押しても動きませんよ。皆様の力を甘く見ているわけではありません。ただ、何かの拍子でぎっくり腰にでもなられたら、悔やんでも悔やみきれませんから。私の記憶が正しければ、気玉棒のコンテナは操作台を使って移動させることができます。皆様が操作台を見つけて操作してくれれば、私たちは先に進めます。
Right. Sounds very simple. So, why don't you do it?
私はか弱く。 能力もありませんので。
Oh yeah, that's bull. That's total bull. But yeah, let's play along. So yeah. So this is just a frail Foxian merchant who is too delicate to even walk up to and operate a control panel.
ほんと人を使うのが上手だね。ここさえ抜ければ星座界にある船に乗れます。
Yeah, these scenes have very different feels when you know what I know.
そういえばあんたたまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
チャンスだ。
That's one reset.
うちの出番。ビュー。おやすみ。
ランス戦闘準備。
So just focus on that one.
逃がさない。
And now it's the other one's turn.
争いに意味はない。
ついてないね。
Down. Now it's up.
生死
And
拒
that
絶
should
同
take
点
it
変
down.
形超無一角。
Yeah, Dunhong said he's staying on the train because he's not allowed on Luffle, and here I am just shamelessly carrying him around.
この品が最後かな。
先ほど言っていた性格ですが。
君は泉州の天白市に所属している。性格
There is one of the caverns. Which one was this one? Oh yeah, this is the cavern I'll be grinding over the week.
私はいろんな星
Up
に
to
行
the
って
next
いる
stream.
の
My goal is to get one of these. Because then I can start taking the Trailblazer
で、性
build where I
格の
want it to
侵
be.
食による惨状も数多く見てきました。
Now, there are no rules stating that I absolutely must have a Trailblazer on my team, but I do want to see how well it will go.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
うちの出番。逃がさない。
Technically speaking,
殴ったね。
I could replace Trailblazer at any moment,
ついてないね。
but for now I'm choosing not to.
ビュー。おやすみ。
俺が守る。
逃がさない。
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
うちの出番。
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
これこれ。
争いに意味はない。
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておき
One
を
is
くら
close and let's see if we can get more. Oh, 3. 3 and 4, not bad. Not bad at all.
生死拒絶一同点変形超無一角。
ついてないね。
お注射の銃。
Over here.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
ビュー。
悪い子おやすみ。
ランス戦闘。
Just focus on fish. Those things are explosive. And they put dot on you, so that's not gonna be very fun.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきを
And how many of these can I freeze?
生死拒絶
That's
一年
4
の学
out
び
of 4. That's a pretty
同
nice
点
one.
剣剣超無一角
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
ありがと
争いに意味はない。
ううちの出番
お注射。
俺が守る。槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
Now I could use lightning character, but the only lightning character I have available is Serval, and I haven't cleared her quest yet.
うち今回は足を引っ
Do
張
I
って
even
ない
have
でしょ
Serval? Yeah. Serval and Pella are also the kind of characters that I could unlock very soon. Might actually be helpful. I need to check at some point which characters can I unlock. I have a lot of quests on my backlog. Or more like I have a lot of quests on my phone. Because I have a ton of messages that I haven't received. Like, apparently I can do the Ruan May quests, which I will not be doing immediately, but I will be doing it as soon as I feel comfortable facing the bug, because there is actually an item that you get from there, or more like an item recipe you get from that quest that I really want. And there's a lot more where that came from. I have a lot of mail I haven't even looked through. And over here we have the Stagnant Shadow. Also something that I will be eventually doing a lot. Now someday, I want to take screenshots of all the posters in the area and see if I can actually figure out what they say, because this is just a typeface. This is actually written in English. Or is it? I don't know. But this is a typeface that does have its own translation. So I want to figure out if the early game posters also were written in English, because a lot of the late game content is actually, it looks gibberish, but it's actually just English. With a very weird font.
みんな構えるんだ。
うちに任せて
これで万全だ。
Boost.
まさか。
やっ。下手に動くな。
Now another thing that can help in Local greatly is having an access to an imaginary character.
同点剣剣
Which I
超
don't
無一角
at all. Because a lot of the enemies around here actually have an imaginary weakness.
逃がさない親戚である殴ったね
Now, that one has a lot of HP. The healer
たまには真面目にうちのとっておきをく
and
ら
break.
い
手の施しようがないわね。おやすみ。
逃がさない
槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。
Now, as for the characters that I have access to for free, the store characters, I still haven't decided which one I want. Call me indecisive all you want, but it's not an easy choice. I could get Ruan Mei, who would be a very good support. I could get Luocha as an alternate healer. And in Access of Huohuo, he would actually be the best healer that I can have access to.
安心しろ。
I could get Topaz, though I'm not sure if I can build a team around her.
生死虚実同天元気超無一角
ついてないね
So yeah, I have options.
リュウたまには真
And
面目に
choosing
う
which
ちの
one
と
of
っ
them
て
is
お
the
きを
right
く
is
ら
the
え
difficult part.
おやすみ
ランス戦闘
騒ぎを起こしたくはない
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that just having access to a healer is a bit of a game changer.
お注射ね
争いに意味はない
Doesn't even have to be the best healer, just a healer.
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ
ここまで大変な道のりでしたね。尻尾の毛もかなり抜けちゃいました。想定外の出来事の連続ではあり
Oh,
ました
your
が
tail is fine, don't worry about it.
なんとか
By
な
the
り
way,
まし
Daniel,
た。
do you have any tips on
皆
tail
様
care?
これが私の言っていた船ですよ。
I mean, that tail cannot be easy to maintain. Do you have any tips? Something to avoid having to brush it out for an hour every morning? No? The fact that you are using E6 March as a healer is, I'm sorry, but that's crazy. How are you surviving the late game? At least in the new patches, how are you surviving? That's I'm not sure if I should be impressed or appalled. Well, yeah. After pushing through various blockades, you reach the Starskiff docking zone. Daniel would pilot a Starskiff to take you away from the area. And then there's one of these. Now, the thing about these compasses is that I've never really been good at these. And most of the time I'm just guessing. At least you do get the rewards.
たやすいアーカイブに
Mm-hmm.
関連する記
Musketeer
述があ
gloves.
ったな
Oh wait, can I upgrade Donald's gear? Because he doesn't actually do very good on the thief set. He actually wants the eagle set. But on lack of an eagle set, the musketeer set will actually also do the trick. Why does this suggest scholar set? I don't understand. Oh well. We'll survive.
.では私が天白市を代表して挨拶させていただきますね。ラフ泉州の空域、航行、貿易に関することはすべて六市からなる天白市が行っています。
さすがなんちゃら都市そういう話をしてるとなんだかすごいオーラがあるね。
Now, I'm sorry, English is my third language. What on earth is an ambassador? Another word I need to look up. Didn't really pay attention to this playing through, but I'm gonna have to look up that word.
いえいえ、私はここを訪れる商人をお迎えするのが仕事ですから。こういうかしこまった場面では必ず何か言う必要があるんですよ。
とにかくここまで来れば安全です。本来なら皆様を案内すべきなのですが、現在は非常時。まずは獅神宮に行き、玉空様に皆様の来訪を報告します。
獅神宮？
見えますか？ここで最も
Yep,
高
I
い
do
建
see
物
it.
で
It's
す。
a very nice castle.
あそこが天白市の本部となります。
Now then, now, Tenyu, what's the hurry? Why are you in such a rush?
あら、急いでいませんよ。ただ玉空様に責められたら、私は責任を負いきれませんから。
なんで怖がるの？優しい人だって言ってたよね。
六市に謁見するのなら準備が必要だ。テイウンさん、俺たちに逃げる気はない。先に報告に行ってくれないか。俺たちは後から向かい。
わかりました。
テイウンさんのペースについていけずに俺が置いていかれるとは。
Oh, interesting. There is no skip button on this one. But yeah, she's a very slow, but let's just take a look around the city.
少し落ち着け。前もって注意しておくが、これから謁見だ。気を緩めず真面目に受け答えするんだぞ。
幼児ちゃんは今回の謁見でベロブルグの時みたいなことを繰り返さないか心配してるの？
That's fine, as long as they don't take us to a hotel. But yeah, let me guess, they're gonna put us up in a hotel
それは
first.
ない。先週同盟はそんな無礼なことをしないだろう。だが玉空という人物は俺たちに多くのことを問うはず。なぜ俺たちがこのタイミングで泉州に来たのか、俺たちはどうやって性格を知ったのか、誰が俺たちに情報を提供したのか。返答に気をつけなければ警戒心や敵意を持たれてしまうはず。
やばいね。うちも彼も口がうまい方じゃないし、気を抜いたら間違ったことを言っちゃいそう。
Well, March, if you're so worried about that, why don't we let Grandpa do all the talking?
ナイスアイデア。うちらは横で雰囲気を演出する係として幼児ちゃんを応援しよ
いや、もう少し真面目にしてくれ。案ずるより有無が安しだ。心配するな。受け答えは俺がしよう。
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa. Oh, what is it, Tingyun? No idea how much would change. But it does make us wonder if some things were to happen differently. Well, how much would it change? What would happen? I mean, like, if we took Taeyun to meet Yukong right here and now, would Yukong be able to tell? That's the thing I do wonder. Is if Yukong and Taeyun met now, would she be able to tell? Oh, it's also possible that it was a made-up word. No wonder I've always read it as an ambassador and never really noticed that it was a completely different word. But yeah, right now, the Luofu is basically on lockdown, so we are on rails. We can only really take one route. Like, we can't take these stairs, We can't take those stairs. We have no choice but to go forward. Down this route. Oh, just.
いい感じだ。
What I do wonder is, how fast will I be progressing through the story? Like, will I actually be able to have access to a properly strong team by the time I actually start facing the powerful enemies? You know, the ones that actually hurt.
あら、ずいぶんと早いのですね。あんたは来ないの？私はもう報告を終えたので遠慮しておきますね。
かしこまりました。
被害データをケーゲン将軍に報告してから大牧師の人間を呼んできなさい。これほどの騒ぎ、知らないふりはさせない。請求列車の旅人たち、ようこそ。そなたらの来意はすでに帝雲から聞いた。本来なら旅人と接見するのは私の職務ではないけど、正確の存在を知りラフに協力すると言ったと聞く。ならば当然皆さんとお会いして直接伝えるのが筋であろう。謝絶の言葉を。たかが正確。同盟がすでにそれを知ったのであれば、いずれ対処法も生じるでしょう。先週は8000年も空をかけてきた。存亡の危機などとうに見慣れたこと。眼下の災いは凄まじい勢いであるが、私たちには解決する余力がある。
Yep, the Shanzhou. If it's just Stellaron, they can take care of themselves just fine. But they do need us here because of the other threat, the one that they're not telling, are unaware of, and Kafka's not telling.
皆さんは遠路はるばる来られた客人の身分。当然この事件に介入する筋合いもない。私の言葉がお分かり
で？現在の状況を見ると、正確の影響は完全に侵入していない。一刻も早くその位置を特定し制御すれば、侵食された空間も侵占された人も元に戻る可能性がある。俺たちはかつて正確の災いを止めた。今回も皆さんの力になるべく尋ねたまで。
分かりやすく伝えたと思ったのに。これは先週同盟の事情よ。請求列車の手を煩わせるつもりはない。敬意を示そうと私自ら皆さんと接見し、最終的な結論を伝えることにしたの。しかし
もういいってよ、おじちゃん。同盟が自分たちで解決できるならうちらも手間が省けてよかったじゃん。
いいえ、行かせるわけにはいかないわ。
Hey, so you're not letting us help, but you're not letting us go either?
さすがにひどいんじゃない？
ラフで性格が発見されたのはたった数日前。現在精査会は全面的に封鎖され、誰一人離れられない状況にあるわ。精査会の入室記録を見た結果、数日前にシステムをハッキングし玉海門を開け、ある感染が入港したことが分かったわ。そしてシステムをハッキングした人物はかなりの凄腕のようね。まるで挑発するかのようにわざわざ自分のマークを残していたわ。
Yeah, sounds to me like you really need to wolf-proof this ship.
銀、これについてどう説明してくれるのかしら。
I say in my defense that the Stellar Hunters told us to come here.
この謎が解けるまで天白市にいてもらうわ。
It really doesn't matter what you respond with.
よくそう怖い顔するな。銀河中に知られたら先週同盟は客人への扱いが粗雑だと現れてしまう。
Thank you very much for the rescue, General.
将軍様。
請求列車が正確ハンターと手を組むわけないだろ
At least somebody here is willing to accept our help.
皆さんの面会を邪魔してすまない。私はラフの運気将軍、ケーゲン。
Oh, it's a very, very, very much a pleasure to meet you.
将軍様、これはラフ内部の事情。
ふむふむ。内部の事情。悪いが列車の諸君。ラフに性格が存在するのは確かだが、諸君の行為は断らせてもらう。これは泉州の問題。泉州自身で解決するしかない。
Okay, so even you're not budging on this one, but is there at least anything that we can do on the ship while we are stuck here?
しかし、こうやって訪ねてきたのだ。手ぶらで帰らせるわけにもいかない。性格の件は列車の協力を拒否させていただくが、別件で頼みがある。さあ、こちらへ。
Yeah, that's true. There's 2 Celerons in this place. One of them, although one is safely placed inside a certain raccoon.
請求列車か。以前よりその名を聞き、証券を抱いていた。今日この目で見ることができるとは、後人の至りだ。
Though to be honest, considering the place where the Stellaron in Lotho does end up on, I don't think we'd even be able to reach it on our own. But yeah, it is definitely delightful.
将軍様のご尊命はかねてより伺っていた。それで頼み事とは？
ああ、諸君でなければならないことでね。数日前、泉州の用地に飛び込んできた性格ハンターを捕まえた。名はジン。
And what happened?
そいつを審問するとき、大牧師、つまり泉州の情報データを推断し解析する部門が泉州に潜んでいたその仲間カフカの通信を傍受した。
And it went to this press, wasn't it?
諸君と性格ハンターの間柄なら私も多少耳にしたことがある。大牧師は君たちが手を組んでいると判断したが、ありえないと私は言った。だからその通信は性格ハンターが浪した愚かな策に違い。
Yeah, well, they could also have other motives. Kafka is a sly one.
性格の災いであれば、
And Elio is
泉州
even
に
more
は
sly.
解決策がある。しかし、完全に沈めるには、性格ハンターがわざわざ列車をラフへ誘導したのであれば渡りに船。そうすれば、性格ハンターに着せられた濡れ衣を晴らすことができる。
Oh, right, I forgot.
そして、奴らが泉州に潜入した目的
I
と
forgot. Yeah,
性
right.
格との関連も明かさ
Looks
れ
like I'm gonna have to backtrack a bit.
列車、
君はどう思う？
Me, I think that I would very gladly go find that cuckoo mother of mine and give her a punch in the face.
これで性格ハンターが捕まるなら、泉州は諸君に借りができたのと同じ。そちらが誠意を見せたからには、ラフも誠意を持って
いいだろう。
素晴らしい。では決まりだ。すぐに泉州に滞在する間、天白氏や運気軍の
It was Crew's decision time. But I'm gonna put a pause on this because I just remembered. Kafka's gonna be a pain with my current team. And I don't just mean a pain, I mean a royal pain in the rear. I need to check my team first. Okay. So that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a small change to my team layout for this one. Because Kafka is a pain. Now, ideally, I would like to actually unlock this trace. Because Kafka's ability is frustrating, like really frustrating. And she can apply that annoying debuff of hers on several characters at once. So having the more characters I have that can dispel debuffs, the better. And for that, I'm actually going to need to go back to Everwinter Hill and beat Kolia one more time. But instead of Donghong, I'm gonna use Trailblazer.
信じてるから
As the main DPS for fire.
こいつ手強そう
Don't also hope that it works.
お薬の時間よ適切な援助だったたまにはまずうちのとっておきを食らえ殴ったね旧世界が崩れる我に力を
Because I think Bronya's gonna have a hard time. Trying to keep everyone alive. And sane when fighting against Kafka. So change of plans, I'm going to have to upgrade Natasha's abilities.
ついてないね
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ
おやすみだ殴ったねたまには真面目にうちのとっておきを食らえ代価を払ってもらう
Which is a bit of a shame that since this is any sudden grinds are time that I'm not spending on progress, but it's something I will regret if I don't do. In fact, I would say it's a bad idea to ignore.
逃がさない希望を奪わせない避けられない一戦我に力をつい逃がさない殴ったねたまには真面目うちのとっておきを食らえほんの気持ちよ気にしないで適切な援助だった我に力を
俺が守る
You know, back when I first played games, I did manage to survive surprisingly long without a healer.
うちの出番お注射に
And Kafka was the first boss that required a healer
代価を払ってもらう
to progress.
我に力を我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せついてないね
Yeah, I don't think there's a need to switch characters. Besides, I'm already past halfway point in the first phase. Switching characters at this point is a bit.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきを食らえ避けられないうちの出番
Now think about it. Bronya's most important role right now is to be the one to remove freaks.
性格が全てを。
お注射の時間よ。お薬の時間よ。適切な援助だった。
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
ついてないね。ビュー。
虫けらが
逃がさない。
希望を奪わせない。避けられない。
And of course, I miscalculate.
おやすみ。
うちの出番。うちのとっておきをくれ。
How long? Well, since the game launched, pretty much.
逃がさない。
代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
Oh, you did? How has it been treating you so far?
悪いこと。
The new player experience can be a little messy. And you will probably reach a point where you're completely swarmed with quests, but don't let it intimidate you. And I'm doing great, thank you.
助かった。
殴ったね。
新たなる未来。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。適切な援助だ。
ついてないね。
Now the first phase should be done soon. That should do it. Hey, Monia's here to remove my status conditions. You can't do that. Go for a healer and a support, why don't you? Thanks so much.
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
過去を飲み込め。避けられないにせ。我に力を。
Oh, thanks.
悪いこと。お薬の時間よ。
力こそ希望だ。
And there's the music.
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。おやすみ。
殴ったね。
唯一の救い。
我に力を。
Yeah, no thank you, and no advertising in my stream, please.
力こそ希望だ。
逃がさない。
槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
たまにはまずうちのとっておきを食らえ。ビュー。
悪い子よ。
殴ったね。
我に力を。
And that was enough to break, thankfully.
おやすみ。
Was a little slow on the arm, but that's fine.
代価を払っても我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
うちの出番。ビュー。
お注射の時間。
力こそ希望だ。
That should be fine.
殴ったね。
ほんの気持ちよ。
In fact, I think I just won.
助かった。 槍先に火を、炎の槍を
This
立
should
て
be enough.
騙されたのか。
And there's that. That's enough for that one. And now, Natasha, there she is. Priestess. Yes, I will use those materials. And now... I'm ready. Now I'm ready. No. Not sure if the Trailblazer might be the best DPS. Longhong might actually be the best option.
まずは自分を気に
Even though,
俺たちのことは気にするな。
yeah, we only have one enemy. I think Donghong's spawn gonna be fine. Oh. I'm seeing double. I think I have double vision. Send a doctor.
軽減か。
Okay, do you think there's something strange about this, Grandpa?
怪しいまではいかないが、どこか違和感を覚える。そうだ。怪しいといえば、わずかではあるものの、恋にジンの情報を流してきた。
Yep, babysitting one March is trouble in itself, considering her ability to get in trouble.
運気軍が正確ハンターを捕らえたというのだ。
Having to take care of too.
それを手がかりにカフカの居場所を特定すればよいものを、よそ者が正確の件に関わるのを避けるのに、正確ハンターのことについては寛大だ。
Do you think Blade has escaped?
そう。俺が思いつく理由は一つ。ジンの逮捕の真偽がどちらであれ、少なくとも今の彼は、選手の手から逃れている。そして、正確ハンターを誘い出せるのは、カフカとつながりのある俺たちだけ。だからケイゲンは遠回しに援助を求めてきた。ジンの逃走を知られては困るからな。もしこの仮説が正しければ、俺たちは一歩、事件の。
Yep. So that's how it is. They will not accept our help with the Stellaron, but they will accept our help with chasing down the Cuckoo.
君の考えは？
考えで
Yeah, Jin, you want to discuss the situation in the Xiangzhou with Fu Xuan. Skillfully responding to her urgent appeals regarding the succession of the general, Yanxing, eager to prove himself, ignored Jing Yuan's warnings and set off alone to capture the Stellaron hunters. And I don't look on my phone or any social media when I'm streaming. Besides, I believe I already said no thank you.
Yare yare, Gyoku様からまた皆様の面倒を見るようにと託されました。どうやら恩人様たちとは深い縁があるようです。天白氏がイーチェン各社に最高の部屋を用意しております。
Wait, did you just say in hotel again?
冷静になれ。敏感になりすぎだ。
Yeah, this is like a this is serious flashbacks here. For the Trailblazer, that is. Hotels? Nope. And after Penacony, nobody's going to convince the Trailblazer that hotels are a good thing. But here, this Trailblazer, this specific Trailblazer, has not reached that point yet.
各社の看板を見た途端、睡魔が押し寄せてきたよ。
Are you ready for a nap already? You just woke up.
今回は違うってば。気をしっかり引き締めて、いざという時に逃げられるよう周りを観察してたの。さっきだってあの玉空様がしかめ面をした瞬間、 隣の兵士たちが飛びかかってきて、うちらを牢屋に入れるんじゃないかと思ったよ。
Yeah, don't worry, Ma. She's not that kind of person. Anyway, Negan explained that Yukong was once the Shanzhou's ace pilot. She then presented intelligence gathered by the Divination Commission, suggesting that the Stellaron hunter Kafka was likely hiding in Stargazer Navalia.
今は少し休憩しよう。
そうだ、列車に無事を報告しよっか。特に炭鉱に。今何してるのか聞いてみよう。そんでこっちはめっちゃ楽しいよって伝えるの。
Oh, I would love to text Dan Hong. It's just that, message failed to send.
?30 分もそこでぼーっとしてるけど、そんなに不安なのかしら？あの子たちが心配なんでしょ？でも、ベルトもいるし、安心していいと思うわよ。
There's no way he can just calm down. He's not that kind of person. He worries about everybody.
姫子さん、正確ハンターの遠距離通信を保存していたと思うが。
Now you're really gonna make him worried.
見せてもらえるか？
もちろん。
それにシステム時間における45時間の風量の差なんでね。
正確ハンター、何を企んでいる？先週同盟は俺たちとは違う。
言いたいことがあるのならはっきり言いなさい。簡単に言えば、その性格は私たちと無関係なのに、先週は責任を正確ハンターに押し付けたのよ。
待った。
Now that's a familiar face he would rather never encounter again, huh?
先週は危険だ。この者はこいつが先週にいる限り、みんなベルトさんやミツキ、そして彼全員が危ない。しかし
彼は炭鉱が逃げようとしているものに関係しているのね。
あいつらを放っておくわけにはいかない。だが俺が背負っている荷に皆を巻き込むわけには。
誰だって重荷の一つや二つ背負っているわ。美月ちゃんを見てごらんなさい。何も覚えていなくても肩に重くのしかかってる。
And what sort of a burden is it? Yeah, that's definitely some burden she's carrying. She just doesn't know it.
私たちは見えない運命の道を歩んでるの。見たもの、聞いたもの、開拓したもの、これらすべてが背負うべき荷であり、進む力なのよ。あれこれ考えすぎるのはやめましょう、タンコ。
Exactly, Dan Hong. It's okay. We'll accept you no matter what happens.
ルールによれば、列車が停車するのは標準日で7日間。その間、乗客は自由に自分の時間を分配できるわ。列車はパムと私がいれば十分だから、やりたいことがあるならやっておきなさい。後になって悔しがるよりマシよ。それに、ことを済ませたらまた列車に戻ってみんなと一緒に旅をする。そうでしょ
You know, when I saw the scene for the first time, I was actually terrified. Because there's that vibe of an I am never coming back flag. In that simple gesture. That simple question and simple answer. And I'm so glad that I was wrong. I'm so glad that Hunch was wrong. Because Dan Hong's my favorite character. If anything happened to him, well, you know the meme.
送信失敗。ネットワークが制限されているようだが、俺が離れた時と何も変わらない。
And this is a bit of a side story that happens concurrently with the main storyline, where we basically have a side B in the form of Dan Hong. If you think about it, this part of the story might have actually been the precursor to the structure we have nowadays, where we have multiple different storylines, and then we just switch around between them, the different points of view. I mean, this part happened before the system was implemented, so it's a bit clumsy. In fact, there's actually a bit of a bug at one point, which I will point out. Oh, yeah. If something were to happen to Don Hug, then becoming a Lord Ravager would definitely become an option suddenly. And there's one of the more suspicious characters in this world.
ちゃんとおとなしくしててね。人助けはプロに任せてちょうだい。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。生死虚実同点元気。
Now these battles are balanced for the teams that we are given, so there isn't really much reason for worry. You can basically just be as clumsy as you want. Oh yeah. Seeing Luocha, for anyone who has played Honkai Impact 3rd, was certainly an experience. It was like, oh no, not this guy again.
この羅刹のために頑張っているというのに、おとなしくしているわけにもいかないだろう。
After all, he has the same face, same hair, same voice actor as a certain other character. And it has actually been confirmed that yes, Luocha is an auto. Which is why anyone who's played HI3 is not going to stop being suspicious of him. Yeah, he's very shady. I mean, seriously, he keeps carrying around that casket and its contents are interesting, let's just say. I mean, think about it. Who carries around a coffin? Oh, don't worry. He's a healer. He can take care of himself.
あのまま僕がじっとしていたら、君が傷つくことになっていた。
あ？もともと運気軍はあんたたちを守るための存在だよ。さあ、この辺りはもう戒厳令が敷かれてる。そういえば、なかなかの運気双術だったね。どこの隊？
Oh, he is not from any unit. Not a Clown Knight.
そっか。じゃああんたも一般人だね。ならついてきて。
お嬢さん、泉州で何があったんだい？今まで行商をしてきて、聖査会がこんな風になったのを初めて見たが。
それは言えない。というより、私は一般人の救助を命じられただけだから、正直知らないんだ。それからそっちの無口な人。あんた名前は？登録する必要があるんだけど。
俺は炭鉱。ここには旅行で来ていて、これから友人たちと合流する予定なんだ。申し出には感謝するが、俺は一人で港を出られるから必要。
ダメ。こんな状況じゃ聖査会には誰もいないって。あんたの友人たちも無事なら、きっと今頃安全なところにいるはずよ。
僕の名前は聞かなくていいのかい？
さっきの戦いで自己紹介したでしょ。ラセツねえ、ちゃんと覚えてるわよ。それじゃあ出発よ。ちゃんとついてきなさいよ。運気軍師匠がみんなの身の安全を保証するから。
2人とも紙に名前を書いてくれないかな。あんまり字を知らなくてさ、書き間違えたらいけないし。
Oh, Sujong. Well, I guess she is a warrior. Well, more of a warrior than a scholar.
送信失敗？どういうこと？
I have absolutely no idea.
長距離通信技術はまだ未熟だ。正確に信号を妨害されているのかもしれない。
いやでも他の機能はまだちゃんと使えるよ。
ならば誰かが細工をしたんだろう。カフカがいる以上、あの性格ハンターのハッカーお嬢さんの死。
Yep. Could be. Now, time to talk to Tingyun and oh wait, she's over there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sorry to keep you waiting.
お気になさらず、待ったのは1時間ほどですので、海星港は構造士の管理下にあるため、許可が出るまで少々時間がかかります。竜雲渡しと同じく、海星港の球技も止まり、中は化け物が横行し、人の気配がない。
つまり助っ人もサポートもなしに大量なモンスターを退治して、カンパニーに天文学的数字の懸賞金をかけられた性格ハンターを捕まえなきゃいけない
Yeah, nothing
ってわ
major.
けだよね。
Just a normal day in the office.
まあ、あはは辛すぎ。
助っ人がいないかといえばそうでもありません。
Yeah, let's get going. But before that,
Yeah.
no, doesn't look like we can take care of the actual problem.
恩人様、出発されますか？
Well, I already knew that. But to think that we could actually make sure that the rest of the story does not happen if we just
カフカを追跡
take
する
care of
の
one
は
folks.
重大な任務。もし逃がしたとなれば、天白市では追えないほど。
But yeah, Daniel brought the bionic navigation device DT, which was developed by the Shenzhou Artmanship Commission, and can lock in footsteps at a specific sense. Daniel recommended testing this little gadget before you conduct the formal hunt, and... What is a DT?
まずはどの匂いを追跡するか。そうですね。
Well, that is a DT. Isn't it adorable? Isn't this just an adorable little thing? It's a cute little buddy. It's a cute little buddy. You are. Yes, you are. You're an adorable little buddy. It's a shame we don't have a DT that can follow us around.
このキラキラした痕跡をたどって天運を探し出せばいいって
I
こ
mean,
と
we
だよ
have
ね。
pets now. We have a pet system, so why
こ
not
んな
DT?
肝心な時にかくれんぼを始めるなんて。
Perhaps somebody should send in feedback and ask if we can get a DT follower.
痕跡が消えた？隊長ちゃん、壊れちゃったのかな？
No, it's fine.
港周辺は風が強くて匂いを追うのが難しいってさ。
Yeah, gotta wait for another Jansho story bit. It's gonna take a while. I mean, we're going back to Penacony next. And March, can I ask you a question? How do you know what this thing is saying?
美少女とワンちゃんの間でビビッと気持ちが通じたんだよ。
Yeah, sorry, I only speak cat.
周囲の環境を利用して痕跡を隠したか。天白氏のお嬢さんは俺らを試そうとしているみたいだ。
Dogs are adorable, but I don't
周りを調
understand
べ
the
てみよ
language.
う。何か別の痕跡があるかもしれない。
それか周りの人に聞いてみよっか。
That thing is adorable. Yeah, there's no point in asking around. At least for me, I've already experienced this bit. I'll just go straight to the answers.
今手に入れた手がかりってどれも帝運と関係あるものだよね。
And there she is.
ああ、これで
見つかっちゃいましたか。
Found you.
このように隊長がいれば追跡も簡単になります。海星港でカフカの痕跡を見つけたらすぐにこの子を起動してください。
Well, we'll do my best, but you know how she is.
海星港が止まる日が来るなんて。聖河は夜ごと天を回りて、銀雲は流水のごとく響く。ラフの内と外はすべて精査を頼って行き来しています。おかげで節都市の仕事をしばらく休めて。
帝運は全然選手のことを心配してないみたいだね。
それはありません。商売をする者、喜怒哀楽は顔に映さずというじゃありませんか。
Well, I wouldn't say she actually cares about Zhangzhou either. Not this one, at least. But yeah, you're right. The Stargaze in the valley of the Starscape manufacturing area of the Zhangzhou. They claimed that she was not good at fighting. Lies. Should you run into Kafka, she asked the benefactors to launch into action themselves, and she would simply cheer for you.
隊長が追跡を始めるには手がかりが必要です。カフカが本当に海星港にいるなら何かしら痕跡を残しているはず。分かれて探しましょう。文字通り隅から隅まで。
Now what's in here? A chest? Please don't tell me it's an encounter. Well, these should all be chests.
アーカイブに関連する記述があった。
Building up that musketeer set.
1000人それは手がかりではなく、
この任務が終わったら
一緒にお茶を。
Alright. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to look up clues. Should have started by looking up this area. There's nothing here. Good, we can move on.
運気軍の武器ですね。
あの悪女がやったに違いないよね。
やっ、後悔しても遅い。
You are everywhere,
生
aren't
死
you?
虚実、同点元気、超無一角。
たまにはマジうちのとっておきをくらえ。
お注射の時間。
我に力を。
騒ぎを起こしたけど
逃がさない。
争いに意味はない。過ぎ去ったことは重要ではない。
Nothing here. There's something over there, and definitely something over here.
ねえ、これ見て。隊長ちゃんが変な箱を見つけたみたい。上に手の
見たところ長く力強い指をしており、ブレもありません。命を狙う者の手でしょう。
何か紙切れが挟まってる。ご褒美を置いておいたわ。気に入ってくれたかしら。もう完全におちょくられてる。
カフカはこちらの動きを完全に読んでいる。みんな
She's just playing.
罠に注意してくれ。
She's just enjoying this.
これは何でしょうか。
幼児ちゃん。
どこかの製造ラインから落ちた造船用。
So much stuff here. Let's see. Let's clean this place up before looking for clues.
敵よ。
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点元気超無一角
うちの出番。
I have to say, not having access to AoE is definitely making things difficult.
安心し
代価を
ろ
払ってもらう。我に力を。
Slowing down combat
殴ったね。
quite a bit.
逃がさない。
生死虚実同点元気超無一角
Wow, that dot is cruel.
ついてないね。
A bit of a blocker there.
我に力を。
I should remove one of them.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
たまにはマジうちのとっておきを食らえ。殴ったね。
And that takes care of the third.
同点元気
And
超無一角
that takes care of that. Mars struck.
特別な匂いがするって隊長ちゃんが言ってるみたい。これは
造成官職人の誰かがこれを
Hmm.
手榴弾？あ、迷子ちゃん、あの女、うちらを挑発してるみたい。
Yeah, Kafka's having
これだけ手
a
がかり
lot
を
of
集め
fun
れ
on
ば
our expense.
カフカを追跡できるはずだ。
ええ、早速隊長を起動して手がかりに残された匂いを嗅がせましょう。
That way. Everything else here I feel free to ignore.
怪しそうな手がかりはこれで全てのようだ。
You compiled the clues and they all led you towards the elevator. Then you felt you were getting very close to Kafka. She's definitely leading us somewhere. Well, exactly where she wants us to be, more like. So yeah, I can ignore that direction. There is a cabin of corrosion there. So there is definitely a reason to go there. Plus there's a lot of chests in that direction, but we're not going there right now immediately. We just gonna focus on the mission. And get a lot of achievements in the process.
避けられない一戦。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
安心しろ。
我に力を。
生死虚実移動点元気超無一角
いや
争いに意味はない。過ぎ去ったことは重要ではない。
And there's a fish.
生死虚実一同点元気超無一角
Just protect yourself for now.
おやすみ。代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。
Let's see if I can get one of the fish out of the way. That's a little less AoE in my general direction.
うちのとっておきを食らえ。
Oh, I see. Good to see you here. So, how is Currency Wars treating you? Had a good luck with the RNG?
我に力を。
生死虚実同点元気超無一角。はっ。
Now, there's still a good way to go before we reach Kafka.
気配が消えた。
獲物の痕跡が急に消えたら、狩人は気をつけなさい。狩る側と狩られる側の立場が逆転する兆しだから。
カフカ。この運気軍たちは魔音の身に落ちていません。あなた、彼らに何を？
Oh, nothing much. Just some good old-fashioned mind control.
ほんの少し暗示をかけて私のお話を聞いてもらっただけよ。これに関しては君が一番詳しいわよね。ここは良くないわ。大木様が来るには道が長すぎます。それに私にとってもよろしくない。この先で待ってるわね。
Hey, get back here. Get over here, Will. Or are you expecting us to follow? Seriously, that woman. Cloud Knights are definitely...
なかなかやる
They hit hard.
じゃん。代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
生死虚実移動点元気超無一角。はっ。
ついてないね。おやすみ。おお、あの女を逃がしちゃダメだよ。
重要では。
Yeah, no plans of letting her escape. Nope. I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't actually need to fight you. I can just run through. And there you are. Actually, I think I'll just get some.
あと少し。
Buffs. Even though
みんな急がば回れよ。
the chase isn't over yet. You are an infuriating woman.
ここ全然通れそうにないよ。
You know,
どうにか
Kafka,
してカフカを止めないと。
nobody likes cuckoos unless they're in a cuckoo clock.
大丈夫です。ベルトコンベヤーを迂回すればいけます。
There she is, just barely out of reach. Yep, that's it. No, I don't necessarily like leaving chests behind, but I don't think I will be spending too much time on these puzzles. Besides, I can always come back and do these on my own time. At the point when I will actually start wanting some Stellar J's, although I'm not exactly struggling for them. Now the biggest trouble here is the fact that the route you need is either blocked or, well, blocked. So I need to maneuver these boxes in the correct position to get that chest over there. And Kafka went that way. Let's just heal up right away.
安心しろ。
ついてないね。たまにはマジうちのとっておきをくらえ。
お注射の時間よ。避けられない一戦。我に力を。
Keep on holding another turn.
生死虚実。
Use that ultimate to do some damage.
超無一角。
逃がさない。
That's it for the most troublesome one.
争いに意味。
Yeah, the enemies are definitely getting stronger.
過ぎ去ったことは重要ではない。やっ。
I can definitely tell that's the horizon. The equilibrium level. I'm gonna have to clear that out. There's too much of a risk of being noticed.
生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
悪い子ね。
安心しろ。
我に力を。
Yeah, I'd say this team is very much viable. Though
騒ぎを起こしたくは。
using Donghong as a main DPS is difficult but not impossible.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。おやすみ。
It's easier when higher Eidolon levels when he can advance himself up.
生死虚実同点元気超無一
But
角。
that's still a long way off. Though, considering how he has
前
been
者来たらず。
very, very generous with his appearances in the gacha pool, I would say maybe not that unreasonable. Then I might be able to E6 on stream. I can't believe I just said that. But can you blame me for being hopeful? I mean, take a look. E0, 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 E1, 0, 0, 1 because you got it for free, 0 and 0. So yeah, can you blame me for being hopeful about the E6 Donghong before he becomes obsolete? As for when he becomes obsolete, the answer is technically never, but it's gonna be difficult to use him. Although, I guess you could say that if I get Sele, Donghong's gonna have a hard time keeping up because
これで万全だ。
he and Sele kind of use the same team slot and play the same, very similar way.
ようこそ列車の皆さん。私を
But
捕
now,
まえに来たのよね。
time to capture a Cuckoo. Surrender. Well, you can. Either you surrender or we will make you surrender. Which one do you choose?
最後のカードを切ったらどうだ、カフカ。俺たちがここに来たのも全てお前の計画のうちなんだろう。
計画ではなく未来よ。 無数の未来の可能性に干渉して最良の未来を現実に変えてるの。私たちを過大評価しないで、ベルト。性格ハンターも運命の奴隷に過ぎない。
最良の未来？それって誰にとっての未来？
全宇宙のって言ったら信じるかしら。
Yeah, no.
もちろん私にとってのだけど。
Yeah. So, save your explanations to Janjo.
俺たちがラフの将軍の元まで案内しよう。自分が無罪だというのなら彼に弁明するといい。判決は彼が下す。
それはお断りするわ。他人の歩調に合わせるなんて大嫌いだもの。そろそろ時間ね。さあ、かかってきなさい。さもないと間に合わなくなる。
油断した。
焦らないで。
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
ちゃんと立てる。
And there's that annoying.
こいつ手強そう。
Now then, March, protect yourself. I will take care of that.
代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。
Give them a bit of an advance forward. And take care of the Cloud Knights first, so they're not in the way. Oh, and heal up while I can.
気にしないで。適切な援助だ。
よそ見はダメ。
あっちに行って。
準備はいい。
逃がさない。
So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm going to make sure I'm capable of removing sense conditions at any opportunity. And then at the same time chip away at her.
避けられない一戦。我に力を。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
一緒にどう？
倒れるわけに。
殴ったね。
あ
ら。争いに意味はない。生死虚実、同点元気、超無一角。
Thankfully, Golf Pedal won't have a second wave.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
焦らないで。
殴ったね。
ちゃんと立てる。
Again? Oh, come on, lady. Can you stop aiming for my man?
我に力を。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
お薬の時間よ。
たまにはまずうちのとっておきをくらえ。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
ありがとう。
よそ見はダメ。
あっちに行って。
準備はいい。
殴ったね。
And there's the break.
どんな隙も見逃さない。我に力を。
Even Brony have to use a shield.
おやすみ。
争いに意味はない。
I wonder if I could just take her down. I'll try.
生死虚実、同点元気、超無一角。
Not quite.
一緒にどう？あら。
代価を払ってもらう。
No, looks like it did it.
やっと来たのね。
取るに足らない。お前の一挙一動はすでに砲丸の中。諦めなさい。大牧師不言。これより重罪人は私が引き受ける。列車の皆さん、はじめまして。いえ、
すでに我が予見の中で会っていたと言うべきかしら。
Fushwan took over Kafka after the latter's arrest and was responsible for interrogating her. According to the agreement with Jin Yuan, Welt demanded that the crew be able to observe the interrogation. You followed Fushwan to the Divination Commission.
皆様、ここで降りましょう。あまり外を出歩かない身とはいえ、地下の様子は知っているつもりよ。どこに案内しているの？ここは大牧師ではないでしょ。申し訳ありません。球技が壊れてしまい、同点の入り口を特定できなくなってしまったのです。私も速やかに案内したいところではありますが、すぐに精査を止められる場所がここしかなく。長楽天、聞く限り安全な場所ではありませんか。
Yeah, we are nowhere near the right
どこ
place.
で行くとしましょう。だかんのは。
So yeah, you arrived at the Exalting Sanctum. Fushwan made a divination and declared that the Divination Commission was affected by the Stellaron and could not be reached today. Fushwan asked for a disciple to wait for you, and will come to fetch you there once the Divination Commission has been cleaned up. So now,
また人を怒らせちゃったみたい。
after Fushwan took Kafka away, you explored the Exalting Sanctum with March 7 and Welt. March 7th was concerned that her reckless remarks might have angered Mr. Diviner, but Welt believed that Fushwan was a reasonable person. And now, we have some free time. What's up, March?
大牧師の機密であり、公表することはできない。これって先週の格言か何か？
Did you get that out of a fortune cookie?
どこに行っても機密機密。親切なのってあの将軍だけじゃない？認めたくないけど散歩に会いたくな。待って、
March?
それは違う。うちってばなんてことを。正気に戻って美月なのか。散歩より先週人の方がマシでしょ。はあ、ベロブルグでは息つく暇もなかったのに、先週じゃ待つことに悩まされるなんて。追われて逃げて待つ、それが人生ってやつなのかな。
Oh, come on. Let's go take a stroll and clear your head.
いいか？気分転換って何？別にへこんでないから。
I mean, you did almost say that you were starting to miss Sampo.
あそこが広場みたいだね。待ち合わせしてるような人はいないっぽいけど、近くを探してみる？
Yeah, we can look around.
アーカイブに関連する記述が。
See if we can find anything. I think this was just books. Like, actually just books. Yep, just books. Just some reading material to collect. And there is something going on. A medical emergency, more like. Hey, there's the doctor.
これを飲ませて奴を横たわらせるんじゃ。つまり奴らを横たわらせるんじゃ。
争いに意味はない。
Oh, no worries. It's just two Cloud Knights.
たまには真
That
面目に
just
血の取っておきを
became
くらい。
Marsha.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち
Right
返せ
before our very
なか
eyes.
なかやるじゃん。
お中おやすみ我に力を
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
殴ったね。
生死虚実、移動天元家、超無一角。はっ。
竜。
避けられない我に力を
逃がさない。
There. One baby dragon saved. And, having problem with the voices again. What is this? I should probably check my data integrity. This is the second time this has happened. Like, this scene is fully voiced. For some reason, I've just lost the voices. Sorry about that. After the stream is over, I will definitely have to check my file integrity. Because it makes no sense for me to suddenly just lose audio. And, Lilo, are you old enough to do this? Okay, let's just skip. There's no point in not listening to that. You say that Vidyadhara, a healer, calling herself Bailu from the attacks of the Mara-struck soldiers. While conversing, you learned that the Vidyadhara race was capable of reincarnation and rebirth, and that Bailu had snuck out of the alchemy commission to play. Just like the child she is. Stroll the exotic sound. Then plaza and look for the messenger Fush once sent. The messenger. Not him. Not her. Not them. Now I can't exactly remember which dialogues that was supposed to trigger. Oh, certainly not this imposter.
Tabi 旅をしている甲斐がある。
精査を直せる？
Yeah, that was the one. And at that point, we get another message from Dan Heng that finally reaches us. So yeah, what happened? Is Express okay? Are you okay? What are you doing here? Yeah, I'm very interested to hear about what happened afterward. Yep, so now we also have the Cloud 4 chapter of Dan Heng's story, as well as this part of the story. Now, it is a bit early, like I still have 10 minutes on the clock, but I think I should probably call it a day right now. Before then that happens, let's check my rewards and just see where I am with everything. Sort of a situation report, if you could call it that. Okay, so I have access to a new mission, which is camping in the snow, which gives me Lynx. Now, Lynx is actually a legal character, so this is a good thing. But Lynx needs to be unlocked through the story, and I haven't done that story yet. These I will actually not be doing until I actually reach the time when it is relevant, although I might do Snack Dash off camera at some point. Trailblazing Will, I am still a few 4 levels short of the next stage. As for Pom-Pom's rewards, okay, looks like if I manage to survive for 1 more level. How close am I actually? Oh, I'm very close. Okay, scratch that. How can I get Trailblaze like EXP like very fast, like very quickly? Quick, think. What can I do to get express access to EXP?
今日の所持もアーカイブに記録する予定だ。
That gives like 5 Trailblaze EXP. How much do I need? Like 20. Yeah, that's a lot more than I can get through chests. I would need to do something like a similar universe run or something about that. But anyway, I will definitely be working towards that one because that helmet is what makes or breaks the Trailblazer build. And I accidentally trashed the one I already had. Doesn't look like I have that much. Well, the chests aren't exactly very rewarding. I mean, 5 EXP per pop. That's like nothing. I'd need a lot of these in order to get there. Unfortunately. That's probably something I will get grinding. So yeah. I think I'll call it a day for now. And I will definitely work towards that helmet. Because, as I said, it's vital for this build. And I'm starting to actually get some better tier relics. So yeah, that helmet's gonna be vital, and I will definitely be getting it. So that I can actually start using Trailblazer again, because Trailblazer is not a bad early game tank at all. And I kinda do want to still want to use him.
Yosh.
But for now, I'm going to leave you at this little cliffhanger. Oh, okay. Knuckles. So yeah, that's it for today. We managed to do a bit of progress, though not as rapid as previously, mostly because I've been letting the cutscenes play instead of just skipping everything. Next week, hold on, let me check the calendar quickly. Oh, calendar. Yeah, next week is still fine. Yeah, next week we'll continue where we left off. And I will probably have already the helmet available. So yeah, I will keep doing my dailies, do some off-camera acquisitions, and then give you a report on where I am. I will not be doing much of the similar universe levels that I haven't cleared on camera yet. I still have to decide what to do about them. But that is for me to find out later. But yeah, Star Rail, continue next week. Next stream, Friday, Genshin. Come back if you're interested. But until then, have a good week. And see you on the next stream. Bye bye!